entire month of
For
June.
the first time.
We made it for like the last week.
Oh yeah, we have not stopped Rock and rolled for June at all.
No.
Yeah.
June is a rough month from my experience.
Yeah, summers are always really hard, I find.
Yeah.
Hi, internet. Can you hear us all?
Hello.
How do we look?
Hi,
How do we
internet.
sound? We should be pretty good.
Dog. Come on.
I heard a doggo. I like doggos.
Everybody
Football
likes dogs.
moments.
Look good, sound good. Thank you, Ashley.
I look so orange.
I think
very
we talk
bronze.
about this every time.
Yes, but like it's worse now. Like when it goes from our video to the Twitch, it's just
Oh, it's even worse on Twitch.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's
I'm just
We had
wondering.
a lamp.
Like,
What if we
that
just
light?
take the lamp off the table and like put it in front of you?
You could change the light bulbs. That might be what's affecting it.
Inside of the light that fixture that we just put up is literally copper,
Oh,
so it really doesn't help to begin with.
Wow.
And then we put that up, and so it's like,
I didn't realize that was copper on the inside. That's crazy.
yeah. They had a silver inside one, which was cool, but I really like the copper one, so I'm just gonna replace all the door handles on our cabinets to make copper ones so that matches.
Well, guys, this is Stop, Drop, and Roll. I'm not gonna delay it for too long because anyone who's a fan of this show, it has been delayed for long enough. We are back after a small little hiatus due to multiple technical difficulties and people being unable to play, and I moved, and it was a whole thing. But we're here. We have a setup that's working. If we're asking a lot about audio or video issues, that is why. We've had a few hiccups in the past month or so. But yeah, I'm Joe. I'm the dungeon master for this game. With me is Tiffany. She's playing Ember, an Inuzen fighter. We have May, who is playing Rinlin, a dwarf barbarian. We have Kyle, who is playing Kalian, an elf rogue. Mario, who's playing Atone, a noir warlock. And Soul, who's played by David. I did that in reverse. But he is playing an Eldera cleric?
Yes.
All right. I said all of that myself just to prove to myself that I remembered what they were playing. I'm
proud of
glad I
that
did.
Kyle was an elf.
Yep.
And because it's been a while, I think I'm actually going to be nice and go ahead and do the recap for you guys.
God bless.
Just this
Good,
once.
because I definitely rolled a 1.
It's been
I also rolled a 1.
it's been literally months. So
Months.
I rolled a
Years.
19, so hopefully that keeps up.
All right. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna jinx my dice.
yeah.
please,
Yeah, don't.
please do.
I want to see Mario roll.
Actually, I'm kind of curious.
Yeah. They have not been rolled yet. They're staying in their thing, just waiting.
Save it. Save it.
All right.
Oh wow, spiffy.
So, the party, I'm just gonna do a big long recap just to get us all back up to speed. The party met in Viver, in the city of Nocturna. They met because a variety of little happenstance and serendipity and whatnot. But essentially, Ember and Rinlin were sent to find Kalian. They're actually sent to find Kalian's father, but Kalian's father, having passed away a few years ago, was nowhere to be found, and they found Kalian instead. Traveling with Kalian was Atone, and during the two girls trying to find Kalian, they ran into Soul, who was there fighting he was hunting the dragon the White Dragon Syndicate, I believe.
Blue?
I think his was blue.
He was
Yeah.
hunting Dragon Syndicate people, and they ran into some Dragon Syndicate people and dealt with them together, and that kind of brought the party together. From there, They made their way back up north to Isilde, where on the way they encountered all sorts of trials and tribulations with goblins and some snakes at one point.
Some sneaky snakes.
And eventually they made their way to Dragonheart, where they ran into and found Bronwyn, Rinlin's mother figure, basically her mom, and Ember, also Rinlin and Ember's kind of superior. There, Bronwyn kind of explained to them why they were sent to go find Kalian's father. Bronwyn was one of several people who the party has all kind of figured out that they were connected to at least one of them in some way. Thank you for the subscription, Route R0UT. And Bronwyn wanted to find the last person on the list of people that they were with who witnessed a murder. The murder happened between some Dragon Syndicate members, the party knows, and they were traveling to Griat, Orezia. Griat's the city, Orezia's the country, for those of you who are unfamiliar, to find an individual named Kulitan Ogrimmar. He is a half-orc, and he is a merchant, and they are scared that he is the next target of the Dragon Syndicate because people keep winding up dead. So they're going to try and find him and make sure he's safe before the Dragon Syndicate gets to him. And on their way back, they had a little pit stop and dealt with some Church of the Crystal Watcher people who are in a core tower, and they dealt with that on their little pit stop, and they are arriving now. We will pick up with the party arriving in Griat proper. So your airship docks and everything. Bronwyn is with you. You guys disembark, and then you walk into the city of Griat. And I believe I have some stuff for that.
Some stuff?
Yes, the city
Is it stuff for us to look at?
No, unfortunately. The city is a standard Orezian type city. A lot of like tall buildings. It's fairly compact. It's almost like a miniature Orez city, so there's a lot of apartments and stores and whatnot that line the streets, and it's pretty hustle and bustle. It's less New York sized, more, I want to say, like Chicago, yeah. It's the Chicago of Orezia, we'll go with. And you notice this when you're flying in, that the city was clearly hit pretty hard during the Darkest War. They're a bit closer to the borderlands and a bit closer or farther away from the seat of Orezian power, so it kind of opens them up to more issues. The entire like outer perimeter of the city is ruins, and as you kind of go further in, you eventually find fairly new constructed walls that kind of surround the city proper. But for a good, I'd say 3 or 4 blocks on the outside of the city in every direction, there's just ruins, old stuff that hasn't been reclaimed yet. When you're close to the wall, you can see efforts to kind of start rebuilding and start going out. But you get the sense that the city is very much just in the beginning phases of starting to finish cleaning up what happened after the Darkest War. They have walls around them to protect them, and they have people just starting to reach out and reclaim the territory. Yeah, so that's kind of Griat in general. As you kind of disembark, Bronwyn kind of looks to all of you, in particular May and Tiffany, or Ember and Rinlin, and says, I'm going to go ahead to a safe house. She gives you the address. It's a couple blocks away from here. She says, I'm going to get a few things established there and set up. If you could go find Kulitan for me and make sure he's okay, we can get him to safety.
Do you have any idea where he is?
I would. Let's see.
He's a merchant, right?
He's got a small shipping company.
It's called.
The Ogremar Shipping Company. It's not very inspired.
Well, I guess we should check around the docks and maybe the place where you sell and buy stuff.
A market district?
Yeah, the
Most
market.
likely market. There's probably a trade route somewhere through here.
Have you been here before? Do you know the city at all?
At
Bronwyn. Sorry.
Uh,
Or anyone, I guess.
Once or twice, if you head down the main thoroughfare, you should come to the market district, and I would ask around or look for signs or something. I'm sure he's not super hard to find. His shipping company is fairly well established, so people should know his name around here.
You said he's a half-orc,
Yes.
like
He-
the green kind.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that a
Some
problem?
redly colored one. What? Yes, I'm racist now.
It's just weird that you're asking that. I don't.
What? Okay, that is an out-of-character question because because I've seen a lot of different colored
Out of
like.
character. Okay.
No, I mean like. I've seen different colored orcs. Apparently, different colored orcs exist. I didn't know that.
It had a purple half orc, so yeah.
See?
That's awesome.
I gotta know what color I'm looking for, Mom. God.
All right, let's go.
She wishes you all luck. She heads to the safe house where she's going to hunker down. You have that address as well, and you guys walk into the city of Griat.
All right.
Down the main.
Down the main thoroughfare.
The main.
The main road.
On the road again? Why am I
Oh, there's
saying-
a baby.
So you head on down the main thoroughfare, and you end up in a large, bustling market district. There's lots of shops that are permanent, as well as ones that are kind of stalls that are set up for the time being. Good assortment of goods from just about everywhere. You see that there's a good number of things from Eresia, things from Viver. You even see a few slightly more exotic things from the Angelus. Some Venetian wares, some Oception wares, even a couple Rankin doodads here and there.
Doodads.
Hey, sorry.
Baby.
Are there any Ildera amongst the crowd?
Yeah. There's a good smattering of a lot of races. It's heavily human. You see, let's see, a larger number of halflings than Rinlin, Ember, and Kalian are probably used to. Soul and Atone in the places that you've been, it's kind of normal to see that many. Thank you for the bits, Ashley. Bits for the baby.
Bits for the baby.
Baby gets
baby
bits.
bits.
Other than that, there's a few elves here and there, a few half-orcs. You see a couple of Inuzin at one point, and yeah, there's definitely Ildera. All of them have blue crystals, though, unlike you, who has the red ones.
Ah. I guess I'd like to walk up to one and ask him, what's the place we're looking for again? The
Kulatan, or the Ogremar.
Shipping company?
Ogremar Shipping Company.
Yes. Okay, first one I see, there's a girl or a boy. Well, you know,
Is there really a difference?
not really, but they're shaped a little different.
You see a female-looking Ildera. She's walking. She's looks to be purchasing Strangely enough, some fruit from a fruit stand.
Mm,
She's got like a basket.
okay. Well, then I walk up and I'm like, pardon, ma'am. I don't mean to be rude or anything, but I'm looking for the Ogremar trading place. Do you possibly know where that might be?
Oh, yes, of course, no problem at all. If you actually head down that way, you can't miss it really. It's the large blue building kind of at the end of the road on your right.
All right. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Of
That was
course,
easy.
no problem.
You should ask her what her sign is.
You should get her number.
Nah.
7.
Fuck.
So yeah, as she kind of points it out to you, you look down the road where she was pointing, and you do in fact see that there is this building that's a bit larger than the rest of them around it. It's this tall, blue building, and it's got like this distinct flair to it that a lot of the buildings in the area don't have. The best way you can describe it is Ronkin. It's got this little touch to it that makes it just feel more like Ronkagesh.
Cool. Does it look successful?
Yes, it doesn't look Ronkagesh in the sense that it's a bunch of sticks put together. It's like a Ronkagesh temple, so it's like really nice masonry work, and it's painted really nicely. There's no like chipping of it or anything. It's clearly upkept really nicely and everything.
Is Rankin architecture like Aztec-y?
Yeah,
Like the
yeah.
Yeah.
Mesoamerican.
It's based on the ancient Huitlachian Empire. I spent a good significant amount of time studying it. It's quite fascinating. They fell for some unknown reason. It's a nice touch. I like it. Might I suggest that instead of immediately approaching, we find like a bookstore or a cafe where we can sit and watch, since we know the White Dragon Syndicate might also be looking for this guy. We might want to see if we can spot anyone watching the building or anything before we step in.
Probably not a bad idea.
I'm worried that something might already be happening though.
Yeah, should some of us go inside, some of us watch the building, like just pretend to be shippers? I don't know.
That's not a bad idea, because whoever goes in might draw out whoever's watching.
Yeah. And I think that we are obviously enough
I
cross
s-
present that we probably shouldn't.
Okay, so definitely
I'll
me
go
and
in.
Tone. Okay, yeah. So you three go in, and Tone and myself stay out and keep an eye out.
All right.
I think me and Ember should stay out as much as I want to go in, because it might draw too much attention if they're specifically looking for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys, I think, would draw less attention. You look more normal.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Look-
I can.
You
I
can
can
stay out
certainly-
and watch though.
Well, I can contact you guys if something happens.
Oh. How?
I grab a ring I have on my hand that is wrapped in copper wire, and I rub it, and I just hold it against my face, and I say, "Neat trick, huh, Rinlin?" And only Rinlin hears a whisper, "Neat trick, Rinlin."
I don't like it.
It's the spell message.
Yeah.
I got that.
And
I don't
I
like it.
do. So let's use that.
Okay. We'll go hang out. We'll look like we're hanging out. And
Coffee or something. I don't know.
Maybe a bar for you guys.
Not far. Part of it,
That's
actually.
fair.
Is there anything that's like across the street that would be within?
Sure. There can be a little, we'll say there's a little cafe. Nice little Arisian cafe across the street.
It'll do, I guess.
They
I
serve,
storm off towards the not bar.
some nice comfort food, like
Oh, don't go cheating on me.
biscuits and
I
gravy.
would never. I am though.
Okay. So who is heading in? The 3 guys?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I didn't even
Okay.
realize that.
All right. So Kalian, Atone, and Soul. You guys head into the large blue building through a pair of doors. They're really nice, like revolving doors, kind of glass panes all at the bottom part of the building. So it's really got this open feel to it. And as you walk in, the inside of the building, it's got that same flair, only brought up a notch. This person is clearly proud of their heritage, but also it's definitely not something you would see very often in Rankagesh. They kind of just take their culture and dispersed it throughout an Oresian shipping company. It's interesting to see.
Cool.
So everything's kind
Kalian-
of... Go ahead.
Kalian will be pointing out what's traditional and what's inspired but modern.
Mhm.
And I really enjoy all of it, and I may be boring the rest of the people.
Soul is completely just loving it. He's like, this place breaks up the monotony of this city so much.
I
It's
also
beautiful.
cast Mage Hand before going in. And
You're
just
sneaking
maintain
Mage Hand?
concentration on it. Yeah, my invisible Mage Hand. And I'm just going to maintain concentration on it, just in case.
Okay. All right. As you kind of walk in a little bit, you see up ahead there is a counter, like a front desk type area, and then on either side there's a staircase, and they both kind of go up, leading to what looks to be an eldritch lift in the back of the split level up the staircases. And there is a woman, a half-elf woman, at the desk. She's got blonde hair. It's up in a nice little tight bun. She's got very fine-looking clothes on, and she is talking with a gentleman who looks to be a blacksmith. And she does not seem happy. You guys, as you're entering and you overhear, well, there's nothing I can do about it, okay? The shipment didn't come in. The merchant hasn't responded to us yet, and we will let you know as soon as we hear anything. The gentleman dressed in blacksmith clothing kind of is standing there. He's clearly heard this a couple of times at this point, and he goes, "Fine, but if I don't hear anything within the next week, we're canceling all our future orders. It's unacceptable that the shipment that was supposed to be here 2 weeks ago still hasn't arrived. This isn't the reputation I heard of when I signed on to do business with you." She goes, "Yes, I know. Mr. Orgrimmar will see to it that you are compensated if you do not get your shipment in time. Thank you, and we'll call you," she says very tersely and matter-of-factly.
I would like to make a point that Soul is now standing directly behind him, waiting for him to turn around and walk right into him.
I love the subtle, you don't call us, we'll call you.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me, David.
Oh, that ain't no good. That is a 4.
Wow.
Thump, thump, thump.
Clunk.
Solid.
I'm a very solid man.
So as you kind of like get closer, you walk up as this woman's kind of giving her last bit of her speech, and the guy he kind of stops listening to her and kind of looks at you, and he gets uncomfortable, and after she finishes, they're both just kind of staring at you because you're right up next to him. You just kind of walked in like you're part of the conversation now, and they're both kind of looking at you confused but expectantly, like waiting for you to say something.
I'm gonna play it off as if I just wasn't paying attention and like I'm waiting in line.
So at that, the woman turns to the man and goes, "As you can see, we're rather busy today, and I have some more customers and clients I have to deal with. So as I said, we'll contact you. Thank you for your time." she says with a clearly forced smile as the man just kind of gets, rolls his eyes, walks away, walks out the door. Kalian in a tone, if you guys are like in his way at all, Kalian will say he doesn't mean to, but he's just kind of blustering so quickly he bumps your shoulder, kind of in a rush, and he storms out.
Way best that Renlin wasn't there.
Rude. That was quite rude.
The woman you see for just a brief second just goes, exhales, and fixes the one loose lock of her hair that's out of place, and then she turns and goes, "Hello, welcome to the Orgrimmar, the Orgrimmar Shipping Company. My name is Priscilla. How can I help you today?"
I say hi and make some kind of joke about that guy being an asshole, and then I tell her we need to speak with I already forgot the guy's name.
Coolitan.
Yeah, we need to speak with Coolitan because we have something that we need to get out of the city, but we need to keep it quiet on who knows where this thing might be. So
and do you have a prior appointment with Mr. Orgrimmar?
We didn't want to send ahead. We didn't want to be obvious.
We have a reference, a personal acquaintance of his by the name of Bronwyn. If you mention that name, I'm sure he'll be more than interested in seeing us immediately.
Mr. Orgrimmar isn't currently in, so that's one of the main reasons I'm confused as to why you're calling on him here. He actually comes into the office rather infrequently, but I am more than willing to take your message down and see that he gets it in a timely manner.
Yeah, what's timely? Because consider this thing we're talking about. Consider it perishable.
Joe, how does her desk look? Is it like cluttered with papers? Is it dusty, or is it rather organized? Are there like fresh invoices on her desk?
Make a perception check.
14.
So to kind of like the average eye, just looking over it, the desk looks, you would think it looks messy. There's kind of papers everywhere and everything. With a 14, you kind of notice that there's a pattern to it. You see that while they're not like perfect stacks of papers, and there's clearly papers overlapping other ones, they're done so intentionally. You kind of catch that the ones on the bottom are various clients and merchants who are requesting goods, and then the papers that are like overlapping to are goods that can potentially go to both of them. And she's got a system in place, and she's kind of organizing where different supplies are coming in from, going out to, who they're dealing with in what way and whatnot. And she seems to be running the business pretty much at her desk.
And it seems like it's been recently worked on, like today. Okay. I'm gonna do a message to Atone and say, she doesn't seem like an imposter. Her desk is too organized. She must be running the business.
I kind of shrug back, like, yeah, no, I mean, I asked guys, like, what's timely fashion, because, what we're talking about here is perishable.
I can try and get it to him tomorrow morning. He might be in. I can't make any guarantees, so he comes and goes as he pleases.
Is there a way we could pay for a messenger and wait? It is rather urgent, and we do not mind waiting if you could send a messenger. I'm sure, like I said, if you drop the name Bronwyn, he would be very interested in hearing our proposal immediately.
The Blue Wind Company exists, by the way.
Any message you sent would more than likely be sent here to me. To save you the time, if you leave any message with me, I will get it to him as soon as I can.
Kaylee, why don't you write up a message for him, and let's go meet up with the rest.
Okay, yeah, I'll just jot down a quick message in very nice calligraphy, saying associates of Bronwyn from what was that town where Lycian? No.
Let me pull up the.
You're talking about the town that they saw the thing happen?
Yeah, with the Blue Dragon Syndicate. It was Lycian?
I believe so.
Yeah, okay. That's
Sounds
what my
right.
notes say. Okay, so I'll say Bronwyn from Lycian requests a meeting to discuss immediate business dealings with our blue associates.
Oh boy.
Okay. That's the message you're leaving?
Yep.
All right. She takes it and kind of puts it in another spot on the desk that's clearly other messages that are for him, right on top. And says, all right, I'll get that to him right away. Is there anything else I can do for you gentlemen today?
Whatever it takes to speed that along. Like I said, this is perishable, so...
Yes. Can I slide her a gold coin?
You're going to slide her a gold coin?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what? She says.
Oh, I was, this is just for the fastest possible message to him.
She puts her hand on the coin and slides it back towards you, saying, I'm not allowed to accept tips. Thank you.
Well, nonetheless, thank you for your integrity, your assistance, and the pleasant conversation, Priscilla. I hope to see more of you in the future.
Smiling a little bit wider than before, she kind of goes, of course. Winks or blinks a couple of times at you.
Is it the customer service smile?
Yeah.
The not genuine at all smile.
More than
Well,
that.
Kaelin buys it 100%, and he just swaggers out. Catch more with honey than with vinegar.
All right.
Can I make a side note now that you guys are outside?
Yes.
That message 500% sounds like it is coming from the people that are trying to kill him. Like, a little bit.
I'll say there's probably a better way to say some of that, but
That message was
Out of
very much,
curiosity-
we know what you did and we're going to kill you for it.
Out of curiosity, the guy who stormed out, would me and Rinlin have seen him?
Yeah, let's go to what the girls were doing while you guys were in there talking. Yeah, you guys see a guy, he's got kind of a blacksmith's smock on, kind of walking out. He looks a little angry.
I want to go up to him.
Okay. Can I help you?
I'm like, you just came from that shipping company, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's rude.
I've heard some people have been having a hard time trying to get stuff through there.
Evidently, the shipment of mithril I had ordered has gone missing. It's been missing for 2 weeks now, and they've done nothing to compensate me or get it back for me.
Oh, that's not good. Have you spoken with the owner?
I've tried to. This main reason I came down here today. Most of our conversations have been over Blue Wind, but it's always with his assistant and never him.
Haven't seen him in a while. Isn't that weird?
I've never met him, honestly.
Interesting.
They've been fine in the past, but they usually just... I put the order in, they bring the metal, give them the payment. Easy switch. Usually I'm only dealing with the actual transport, never the actual merchant company.
Like, when did they start going downhill?
This is the first shipment that I really had any problems with.
So it might
And
be a
it's just
fluke.
taken a long time to work out. It might be. It's frustrating nonetheless.
I hope they get it back to you. I'm just doing some intel for someone who wants to start using the company, but I've seen a couple people come out of there mad, and I don't want to, you know. Mission.
Well, reputation-wise, they do have a good track record. It's probably just a fluke now that you mention it. I don't want to defame anyone's business or anything, so they're usually good.
I was
to
just
me.
asking. I can get a good idea of what they're about. I was just wanted to know how they were handling their issue.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
No problem. He kind of continues on his way. And then at this point, the party meets up, kind of by the little cafe that you left Ember and Rinlin at.
First thing I'll say
Is Renlin eating?
Is she?
Okay. Did they have seats outside?
Yeah.
Then we probably didn't even go in unless somebody like came out.
They handed you 2 menus.
Oh, okay. Shit. I stare at it very intently for the entire time they're in there.
Around the time that Ember goes to talk to the blacksmith guy, the waitress comes back and just to you, Rinlin, says, "Have you decided on anything yet?"
I'm not hungry.
Could I get you something to drink then?
Sorry. Do you serve alcohol here?
Yeah.
Just whatever the strongest thing you have is, please.
Okay, she says. She kind of closes her little notebook that she uses to take orders and walks off to the kitchen.
Slide the menu across the table and like watch for people being shady.
Ember eventually comes back.
A single tear.
As the rest of the party comes back, Rinlin, they bring you this bottle.
Boy.
It's got some Trist writing on it. I don't know if you can read Trist at all.
I don't know if you can read. I'll have you know I can't read. No, though.
So the answer is no, Joe. She can't read Trist.
Oh, okay.
I've never been there.
It's just this bottle of like clear liquid. It's got Trist writing on it. She puts it down, puts a little glass next to it. Says, there you go.
How much is it?
A gold piece.
I give her 2.
Thank you.
Did Ridlin just buy a whole liter of vodka?
No, there's that Trish shine.
I sniff it. What is it?
It's vodka. It's like you smell it. It smells like rubbing alcohol. It's the
Is it
strong
like-
stuff.
Is it like a beer bottle sized, or is it
No.
like? Is it like
Yeah,
like
It's
Yeah,
like
it's a whole liter.
Yeah, you just bought yourself a
it's
liter of
like
vodka.
a liter of vodka.
I just look at it. I'm just like,
So at this point, are we
Like,
walking out now?
I'm like, I left you alone for 2 minutes.
I take a swig of it.
Okay.
I'm like, it's like noon.
Just
Ooh, save some of that. That's really good for cleaning off old paper.
You're not gonna get that for oiled paper, dear.
At this point, the party is all together.
Yes.
I'm a dwarf. What do you want from me?
So I would mention, like, the reason that I kind of rushed us out of there is because it seems like he's not around. He's not available. He's gone already, whether by his own means or something else. And
Joe, how old was the oldest message on the pile that I could see?
You aren't sure. You saw like the general gist of what they were, but you didn't get any specific dates or anything memorized with the 14.
How big was the pile?
About what you would expect for a busy shipping company.
Okay.
Not unreasonable by any sense of the word, but not lacking in business.
And what we were all told is that he had an established company, like he was a good, respected company, right? Mm-hmm. But the first thing we see is that can't be true. So
he may just be having trouble with someone interrupting his shipments. It actually could be the first step.
Yeah, right. That could very well be a thing. They could have been interrupting the shipment to draw him out.
Right. So I say we scoop it down.
Huh. I mean, he has a reasonable amount of paperwork. It seems like he's more of a passive investor at this point. That the business is established, and he just intervenes if something bad's going on.
Did you guys happen to ask where he lived, or anywhere else we could find him?
No self-respecting establishment would release the address of the owner itself. But I was thinking, Kalian, you're in with them vagrants and urchins and stuff, right?
I have methods for getting information from less than ideally reputable sources, if that's what you're asking.
Right. So, if there was like a little orphan boy running around here, you could talk to him and he'd tell us where to go, kind of thing.
Joe, are there any thieves' cant indicators around here, or services or anything?
Make a perception check.
I just want you to know the soul automatically assumes every time he sees thieves' cant, he saw an orphan across the street, like pointing.
15, Joe.
You don't see anything in the immediate area. Like the cafe doesn't have anything. The business doesn't have anything. You do see... Go ahead.
See anything when we were outside? Like, was there anybody else watching?
Ember and Rinlin can both make perception checks. For Kalian, the thing you do see a couple alleyways between a few of the buildings, and you are pretty sure you do catch an orphan or two.
Okay.
Kind of running about in the alleyways. And I think I am hearing an echo.
It's Tiffany.
Well, no, I muted myself to see if it would stop.
I heard Tiffany too.
Maybe it's Mario? Yep, yeah.
Really? I'll turn my volume down some. I mean, this is all
I muted myself first because I was like, oh, it's always me.
Is that any better?
Test.
Maybe? No.
Hold on, let me try.
It's not you.
Yeah, it's Mario.
Well,
that's weird.
The thing that sucks is my main camera's dead, so all I have is my Surface. And go down a little more. Any better?
Test? Mm-mm.
David, try muting you just in case.
I've muted this whole time.
Well, that's not helpful.
That's okay. Mario,
Earlier, I
just
don't know what
be-
changed.
Just be liberal with your mute button.
I'm gonna try. Oh crap! I don't have. All right, I'll figure something out.
Okay. Yeah.
I rolled a
Wigglin and
12.
Ember, 12 and
17.
17. Okay. Yeah, looking about, you guys kind of catch the same thing. That there's
Bless you.
Bless you.
people sneezing.
That's suspicious.
There's
Kill them.
kind of the general hustle and bustle of a city. People walking about, going about their business. No one really out of the ordinary or suspicious looking casing the joint or anything. You do catch a couple of kids in like tattered clothing going down the hallways and or the alleyways, not hallways, alleyways and whatnot a couple of times. They look kind of like orphans.
I guess since it's relevant to the conversation, I mentioned that.
And I mentioned that the blacksmith says that they've always been super reliable, though he's never met Coolatin up until this last shipment, like 2 weeks. Problem started.
Seems in order. I think Soul's got the right idea. Let me see what the rumor mill has to say. I'm gonna go over to one of the alley, try to catch the eye of one of the kids, and flash a silver coin.
A small little humanoid comes up to you. I say humanoid because at first you're like, okay, this kid is like 2 years old. Why is there like a toddler coming up to me? But then you realize that it's a halfling kid. So they're really, really short. So, but in actuality, he's probably the equivalent of like a 10 or 12-year-old. But he comes up to you. Hi.
I'm gonna kneel down and hand him the silver. That's for coming over. There's a second one for you if you have good information for you. Me.
Okay.
I'm,
What do you need to know?
Looking into this Coolatin business right here.
The big blue building?
That's right. Have you heard anything interesting about shipments being interrupted or seen anything funny going on? Any weird people coming and going that is beyond the normal?
Bioptic Rizzle, thank you for the follow. He says randomly. It's kind of off-putting, but then he focuses up again. Actually, there's a lot of angry people who've been coming out of here the past 3 or 4 weeks.
Okay. I'm gonna give him a second piece of silver.
Ooh,
Anything else you can tell me about it? Anything else unusual besides the angry people?
The guy who owns it only comes in like once a month.
That's
He's
normal,
a half
though, right?
orc. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What was your name again, young sir?
Philip.
Well, Philip, you are a scholar and a noble, and I appreciate your taking the time to assist me.
I'm a halfling.
True. And as a young halfling, if you find any information, just leave a mark. I'm going to make a thieves' camp mark on the wall. This mark right here, that I'm going to wipe it off with prestidigitation. And I'll meet you here an hour after sunrise to talk about it.
Okay. Philip kind of runs off towards some of the other orphans and goes, "Guys, I got money. We can eat tonight." And they run off.
It's so sad.
Want to feed the orphans?
Yeah, can we feed the orphans? Soul!
Soul, we need you to feed the orphans.
We should feed the orphans.
And the phone, but he totally agrees to.
Wait, yeah, like, so as he,
Feed the
like, runs
orphans.
off screaming about eating today, I want to be like, wait.
We can feed you.
We can give you food, so you don't have to spend that money, like, for free.
Okay.
Like, all of you. If you have more friends that would be willing to help keep an eye out and an ear out.
Oh, that's a good idea. Have them keep an eye in exchange for food.
He kind of thinks for a second, and he looks at you, sticks his thumb out. Consider it done.
All right.
Like, I smack our buffet. Deliver!
I'll go ahead and let you know that he goes ahead and does that. Sorry.
Okay. So Soul kind of comes and starts creating food for them. I'm guessing in Soul's manner, he'll do it super southern, gentle, friendly like, and be like, "Now what
It's
y'all
super
want?"
thumbs up. It's,
And he gives them like they start asking for like cake and candy and like chocolate, which he delivers. I'm getting the sign that he delivers.
Make sure they get a good balanced meal so that they don't get sick. Vegetables, protein.
Stuff that'll last you. I mean, cake is good and all, but you guys need to keep your energy up if you're gonna.
Philip
live.
takes the slice of cake that he has on a plate and he puts it on one finger. He goes, "It balances, see?" And then he grabs it, eats it, and runs off.
I'm like this kid is.
I'm not
my
bad.
heart.
I'm not mad.
It's halfling logic right there.
It's
Yes.
halfling logic.
Sorry about that. Yes,
You're good.
I do give them food in the most southern way possible.
All right. So you guys have a band of little kid miscreants who are watching the place.
I love them already. Out of character. In character, I think they're disgusting. But
That is just rude.
hey,
All right. It is.
Oh, I just thought of something.
Go ahead.
We have medallions from the guys we took out in the one city, right?
Yep.
Yep.
We should show them that medallion and say, "Don't interact with these people, but let us know." if you see them."
Oh, for the little
And
kids.
I'm on that because I have like 7.
she opens her coat and just like they just start falling out.
Orphan jewelry.
Ember's a hoarder. But yes,
So
I'm like,
you-
if you see anyone using this or have this on them, stay away from them, but let us know.
You go up to Philip to show him this, and before you even get to say anything, he goes, "Hey, I know what that is."
Oh shit.
I'm like, really?
Brick.
I know what it is.
Well, down by the walls, there's a place that we like to hide. It's when it rains, it gives some good shelter. But we have to be really quiet sometimes because there are these guys that they come through there, and they're scary. They've got like swords and these dark cloaks, and one of them dropped one of these one time.
Can you take me there?
How many have you seen?
Do they know how to count?
2 or 3?
How many fingers am I holding up?
2?
All right.
I'm an orphan, not an idiot.
I mean, sometimes they're synonymous.
I'm like, Philip, could you take me there? Would we all like fit in this hiding spot? Because I can get smaller.
I can take you there. There's a lot of hiding spots there. It's kind of a little maze.
Okay. Go.
Come on. And he kind of hops off the little wooden crate he's been sitting on, so you guys don't have to bend down all the way to his level because he's super short. He's a little halfling kid. But he starts walking down the street, and you guys are able to follow him. He's surprisingly quick for a halfling, but not too quick. And he leads you down the main thoroughfare, takes a sharp right. You head into a more like artisan type area of the city. This is the direction that the blacksmith guy headed to, and you now see why. There's a lot of smiths, there's a lot of carpenters, builders, very construction-y part of the city. And
Do any of them hold up to dwarven standards?
There are a couple masons that you see, and you're like, they're dwarves. They're definitely dwarves. You can tell just from their building.
It's good. I'll knock that down for later. Also, am I really just walking around with an open bottle of vodka? I just realized that, like...
I'm casually sipping from it. Like, I'll take it from you and just... like, oh, this ain't that bad.
It's actually... Real talk, how bad is it?
How much do you like the taste of alcohol?
Do you like Everclear?
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Is it Everclear levels? Is it bad?
I feel like bad.
I feel like
real
Rinlin
strong.
wouldn't give a shit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, she would just drink to
Like
drink.
if you enjoy that, if you like a drink that like
Hurts.
hurts / puts hair on your chest / all those other sayings for strong alcohol, it's one of those.
Okay.
By the time we enter this artisan area, how much of that bottle have the two of you drank?
Hey, I spent 2 gold on this. Hopefully not that much.
No, the reason I've been drinking it is so I know how to reproduce it.
I'm gonna make you.
Okay, I'm gonna notice this and pull a vial out of
I'm
my
gonna make this.
dimensional pocket and say, let me have some. And then I'm gonna pour it in the vial and not consume any of it, and stop at the vial and put it away and be like, no.
Okay, no, wait. Before you do that, I'm gonna stop you and just be like, are you gonna drink it or use it for your bullshit papers? You're
Well-
writing.
We need to be able to, like, if I find a document, I need to be able to remove it so that I can replace it with our image and information.
You're
And this
not
is good
using-
stuff.
You're not using my liquor for
So
bullshittery.
I hold out my hand and put a finger just pointing down and like put your vial under my finger.
Oh God.
Hey, this is getting so weird so fast.
And then I put an exact replication of this alcohol in the vial for you.
Here, pull my finger.
Yeah, really. Okay.
Ember is sober, like for this
enough.
reason.
Oh. Wait. Does that mean you can just fill the?
Oh, you know it. I can refill it and you can resell it.
She'll just re-drink it.
Yeah. No, we drink the whole thing and then we take it back to the establishment and be like, I haven't drank any of this and I would like to return it.
No,
Get my 2 gold back.
I would not be able to do that as
I
a
would-
lawful good cleric.
As somebody who's worked in the service industry, I would not be able to do that. Even in character, jokingly. Okay.
All right.
Flames.
Yep. So, drinking casually.
You guys head to the area in the wall that Philip leads you to. The wall, you can tell that this area, it's right near gatehouse, one of the main gatehouses. And Rinlin, you pick this up. The side you're going to versus it's on the right side of the gate. On the left side, that looks to be like the newest part of the wall. The part that you're going to looks to be the oldest part of the wall. So you're pretty sure they started at this point and they went around the city and then they came back to this point building the wall. So this is like where the construction started and ended. You go to probably the older part of the wall and you see that there's down a
much
ways. It looks like just a sewer kind of outlet that would lead down, and he kind of says it's down this way. Not really sewer, just a drainage type thing.
Like the drainage hole in
Helm's
the... Yeah.
You guys are aware that before meeting you, have never been in a sewer?
I'm like, you haven't lived, dear. Get in the thing.
Yeah, it's not that
I
bad.
mean, this is the second time, mind you.
He
He
hops
does
down.
better than the first time.
and he kind of lays you in. It's not particularly wet. It's just kind of a drainage thing to let water out when it rains. And as he kind of walks into it, you see that there's part of the wall that's cracked, and it leads down into what looks to be a little natural cave that must have been overlooked or something when they were building the wall. But he slips down there, and he says, "This is where we hide."
Oh, this is
Out
quite
of
homey.
curiosity, can I use my sigil to like discreetly see if like this kid's legitimate or if he's kind of like leading us like fish in a barrel?
Are you detecting his emotion?
Ding his emotions, yeah.
He's excited.
Sketchy.
That's that's really not helpful, actually. I should have started that to begin with. And I'm like, oh, what the hell? And I climb down the thing.
He's showing us his secret fort. There's nothing wrong with that. Philip is a
Yep.
great guy.
I mean, he could be excited because he's helping people feeding them, but he also could be excited because he's helping people who, promised other things.
Decided to lead us to our slaughter. I mean,
So, once you kind of get in there,
Totally
you
fine.
realize that this is definitely like a little kid orphan hidey hole, and he's like, "Oh yeah, plenty of people can fit down here. You guys can fit down here, but it's like if a little kid brings you to his plastic playhouse in the backyard, and you can fit in it, but you're like a little worried you're not going to be able to get out the door afterwards because it's real tiny, and the playhouse is like you're bumping your head and constantly bending over to fit in it. It's that sort of thing. It's real cramped, but he fits in it.
gonna turn
comfortably.
into a wolf to go into it.
It's much
'cause I can
easier
get
for you
smaller.
to fit now.
And I'm gonna preemptively rub butter on myself to grease myself up.
Or you could just stay outside the hole.
No, you're southern. It's got to be lard.
Yeah, you're right. It's gotta be lard.
It's really happening.
And when we get in, I'm automatically producing like dried meats and stuff for them to save later.
You're just filling their secret hideout with jerky.
Yes. And nuts. Jerky
And
and
nuts. Jerky and nuts.
And like a
Okay.
cheese wheel.
That's
And like
Just like-
greasy sweet rolls.
Yeah, like preservable stuff.
If we keep filling it, we're going to have less room.
We'll have
It's like
to
you-
eat our way out.
He just like opens up his inventory and just like drops everything. And then you close the inventory and it's just like poof.
So you're in this little hidey hole. You guys are all kind of
Full of
cramped
jerky.
together, and there's this kid kind of sitting across, like happily just kind of staring at you. He's chewing on some jerky now. So yeah, this is where we come and we hide. We stay real quiet because they walk through the drainage thing.
All right. I would like to immediately post up and just be watching for someone to come through. In the instant someone that looks like not an orphan walks through, I grab them.
So this hidey hole is adjacent to the drain, right?
So the drain, it goes through the wall.
Yeah.
And they
okay.
kind of walk partway through it, and there's a crack in the drainage pipe thing, at least into the hidey hole.
Okay.
And that's where they
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, this looks like a smuggling route to me.
Go ahead and everyone make a perception check. If you have dark vision, you have advantage.
Well, I rolled a
Ooh.
19. So
I rolled a 19, so I don't think I need it, but
I
Yeah,
try and
rolled a
get that 20.
21.
I rolled a 20.
The
I
advantage
rolled
got
a
me
3
I rolled 22.
yeah, I
rolled-
got 20. I got 22.
and a
as well.
15, so I think I'll be happier now.
Okay. Pretty much everyone looking around, you guys are able to see it's kind of dark in here. You think there's like some other tunnels that lead down into what might be the sewer, but they're all real tiny. You think the orphans might even have trouble getting down through some of the cracks once you get farther into this little hole. So if anyone's hiding in here, it's just them. We lost Mario's video.
My
Mario's
video,
video
no.
came back.
no, it keeps like locking up and then going away and coming.
Weird.
My surface is also.
Oh, too hot. But yeah, so you think if anyone's coming through this area, they're going through the drainage pipe.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Should we follow it? See if there's some sort of base on the other side of the wall.
It is
Where-
about midday, like a little after that, 3 p.m. ish. Sun's still decently high in the sky.
Where did this kid say he saw these guys?
Right around here. He kind of points to the drainage pipe. They walk through there. We hide in here if we're out here.
Ember, you're in wolf form, right?
Yeah,
Can you track their scent?
can do that.
That's right. I'm familiar too. We did this before.
Oh yeah, you got
Yes.
the.
We tag teamed.
Where's his? He does that.
Wait, and we have a cat now that I just remembered
Yeah.
existed.
Yes,
Bronwyn took
but
the
You
cat.
have it.
The cat
Huh?
took Bronwyn.
yeah,
What?
the cat's
Bullshit.
the cat has no like physical ability to fight.
The cat. So the cat isn't like an alley cat. It knows to run away from danger. This is clearly someone's like abandoned house cat.
Oh,
Fed
I thought it was.
way too much. Like he's real fat.
Oh my god, is it? Did we steal someone's cat?
No, he found you. You didn't steal it. He ran away.
Okay.
You liberated the cat.
Okay.
Yes.
Saved a lost cat from dying on the streets.
Yes, and he's gonna only get even more fat because all I feed him is fish.
Because you made the misfortune of becoming Soul's cat.
Meow.
He's going to get to he's going to get to the point where he can't even waddle.
Diabetes cat.
So yeah, Ember and Atone's familiar, go ahead and make survival checks to see if you can't sniff out anything strange.
Yeah, his survival sucks.
Tiffany got a nat 20.
Yeah, good because this is a 13.
Technically, I got a 23 total, but
All right. Tiffany
Good at
always
survival.
pulls out nat 20s when it is confusing for me. So sniffing around, there's a lot of smells here. Obviously, there's you guys, to ignore those. The smell of Philip. You smell a lot
The
of smells
jerky.
that are similar to Philip. You assume those are other orphans. And then you do catch, it's faint. Clearly they haven't been through here in a while. 3 other individuals clearly came through here. It's been a while, but you do catch the scent.
and since I'm in wolf form, I kind of just like growl and like paw the ground to let them know. Make a code.
What's wrong, Amber? Is
Timmy stuck in a well?
Roll eyes. My wolf rolls her eyes
Okay.
like hard.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
If me and her spent a shit ton of time together, would I understand ley lights, or is that a specific in-use-in able to do thing?
Other people can learn to do, communicate via ley lights. More likely than not. Because, to full on have, a conversation with it,
Yeah.
it's an Inuzen thing. But more likely than not, it'd be really easy to say that you and Ember are, have a basic way of communicating. Green means this, red means this. Because then it doesn't have to be as
Red
precise.
means fuck you. So
They're always red in this case, just blinking.
But because a regular Inuzen, I imagine there's a difference between blue and turquoise and cyan and whatnot, and they're all real subtle differences and stuff.
So she'd be able to do basically just
But
this
she could
many
do
people came through.
yeah,
but
you could figure that
I'll
out.
do
Yeah.
3 green lights.
Okay, we don't have to get this in depth. I'm not gonna remember this shit.
I'll do 3 green lights because green means go, and there's 3 of them. I feel like that's pretty simple.
They were
fuck
the
you, light.
green, 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 red. She says there's 3 of them, and fuck you, soul specifically.
How did you even get that from one ley light?
I'm really good at interpreting her ley lights.
Is it just because I have red?
Oh,
Are you
probably.
are you a colorist? I've run into a couple of them.
Oh my god, Soul, shut the fuck up.
That red light turns into a green light to indicate, yes, I'm a colorist, you idiot.
She says no.
Okay.
Heck.
So can we follow these guys? I'm itching for a killing.
How long has it been since they've been here?
Really, really weird, lawful, good thing to say.
I didn't mean to say that in
It's
character
been
voice.
about,
He's got to vanquish evil.
a week or two, I would say, since I've been here.
It's a while ago. I probably already
Yeah.
did what they needed to do and fucked off.
You got a damn good nose.
But how long did the blacksmith say? We heard the blacksmith say to the one lady that shipment
2
was
weeks.
late.
Yeah, but when did Priscilla say the next shipment was? Didn't she say the next couple of days?
I mean, I don't remember that part, but
I don't either.
the fact that it's been a couple weeks since they've been this way and a couple weeks that shipment's late. I don't know. Maybe I'm connecting lines that don't exist, but I see a line.
I mean, how long had it been since the blacksmith shit was supposed to be here and wasn't?
2 weeks.
Like 2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks.
So, do you think it's possible?
Should we
that
at
he-
least go, like, check?
Do you think it's possible that he could have been, more than just a? What you guys are saying? God, what is it? That maybe he was more in depth with his business, and he might have been on that airship that had the shipment on it.
Could have very well been so. Or he's just a little more involved and he's the one that puts out the orders.
Why don't we follow these? See what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Figure out where
Trail
they
So-
go
go.
cold.
The question is, you are finding the scent in the middle of it's like a tunnel under a wall. You know that the scent passed through here, potentially both ways. Which way do you want to follow it? You can follow it into
Why
the
don't-
city, or you can follow it out of the city.
I suggest into the city because that's a limited area where out of the city could end up anywhere in the world. So I say into the city first, and maybe we can trace it to something specific,
Yeah,
and then back out if it leads to
it will be more difficult though. I'd say.
maybe.
More people. Yeah.
I'm
True.
worried about that, and there's 3 different ones. Like,
Sure, but we have a specific smell that she can trace.
yeah. Is that good? Pepperoni.
Ember's just waiting for orders at this point. She's kind of like sitting on the ground, like,
I also get
Bored.
I get my familiar to like learn that smell.
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation on where she found it, just to create a little red marker, so we can find it again, and say I think we'll try in the city first.
What's the duration of prestidigitation?
You could just mark it with some charcoal or something.
Yeah,
Sure.
just
Yeah.
just rub jerky in that spot.
Mages with their complicated fucking ideas here. You're not even a mage!
It's an hour, Joe. FYI.
I was just curious because
Yeah, I mean it's a good question.
Is there a piece of charcoal or like a
I
fire
actually
or
have
something?
I have chalk, ink, all sorts of writing
Mm.
implements.
I-
I actually just kind of thought it would be good if it would disappear after a while. Because I don't want to leave too much of a trace of us being behind.
Philip says
Just
I can
small-
erase it.
Well, and a small mark that we make in charcoal, I don't think it's gonna be that obvious in a dirty place like this. No offense,
None
Okay.
taken.
unless they have an end using too.
Well,
don't.
I'll make it. They don't. Oh, see, Philip is so useful. Are they humanoids, Philip?
Yeah, they don't have tails.
Are any of them made of metal?
No,
Crystal
no,
Crystal?
dwarves.
no,
Halflings.
no.
They're all just humans.
They're all.
They're all noir. Noir is sketchy, isn't that right, Billy? Philly, whatever your name is.
Philip.
Noir and sketchy.
It might be a
They're
noir.
persecuted people.
Oh.
Noir is sketchy. Looks at a tone.
One of them's a human.
Javelins.
I think one of them's an elf.
Oh
Smart
wait, sorry,
one.
I'm a wolf. I can't talk.
We'll have to keep an eye out for
An
that.
elf. Question: was this elf a pretty lady with blonde hair?
No.
Okay.
You mean Miss
Why?
Priscilla?
Yeah, I was just double checking.
Nah,
Make
she's
sure
real
that
nice. She doesn't like dirty things either. But she likes
Nice
us.
people aren't always good people.
Oh, is Priscilla an elf? I totally missed that.
I did too.
No,
Yeah, she was an elf.
I thought it was half elf.
It's half elf.
Okay.
So was the. Okay.
Okay, so I'll mark it in. Do we want to do charcoal or white chalk and have Philip erase it if he sees anybody coming?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna use white chalk.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to say goodbye to Philip by like nosing him and then going off towards this.
He pats your head.
I give him like a.
You pat his head.
I try to, but I'm just like, and then I leave.
There's like this awkward moment where like Philip is like patting Ember's head, which makes sense because it's like a child petting a dog. But then at the same time, Rinlin starts awkwardly like patting the child. And it's
Just twice,
strange.
and then I'm like, this is weird, and I just leave.
Alright. And Ember actually loves getting pets, so she's really happy and starts going off.
Okay. Go ahead
Like
and
tail high in the air and kind of swishing, like, yeah, I got pets.
Atone, you get the ping from your dragon friend, your little pseudo dragon.
Yep.
You get the emotion of confident.
Okay. Cool.
If he and Ember both want to make survival checks to try and follow these scents into the city, you can see where you head to.
That one.
Wow.
Survival expert. Come on, Sam.
He has the familiar has keen senses, so he has advantage on wisdom checks that rely to sight, hearing, or smell. Could he use that instead?
Yeah.
What did you roll?
That makes it an 18.
What'd you get, Tiffany?
I got an 18 too.
Okay.
She got an 18 as well.
Hers was survival. Mine was.
Okay. Sniffing through the streets for a while, you guys kind of follow the scent a little bit. It leads down and then it splits. The three individuals seem to go their separate ways in the middle of the city. Two of them you kind of are able to track. One of them is the one that you guys kind of picked up with the scent in the cave before. It's going to be a lot easier to track that one. That one kind of veers off towards looks to be an area with like inns and taverns.
Alright, I am gonna stop, immediately lay on the ground, and have my ley lights with 2 going off and 1 on the other side. Strong green light, and the other ones are kind of a faint yellow light.
So. Not good. Good? One good that way?
Well,
She
we
kind
either.
of like chirps, like wolf speak. Like, yes, good, Rinley.
Bow wow, bow wow.
So proud of myself.
Borf,
What?
borf.
Where are we? Where these paths split off? Are we in any place remarkable?
Not really. It's just kind of another intersection. There's what's nearby? There's a little item shop nearby with like some just kind of general goods. Medicinal supplies are there. There's a guy selling hats in the store next to that one. A hat store. Large warehouse type building. And then an apartment building.
Do any of the paths head towards that apartment building?
No.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna mark the area so we can find it again.
The name of the hat store, so you can remember it, is... Let's see. What's a good hat pun?
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Hat.
Top of the forehead.
Oh my god.
It's like top of the morning, but it's,
Oh.
I mean that's as bad as I could get. Fat cat's hat.
Heads rest. There you go.
Okay.
Because that's what hats do. They rest on your head. It's
Maybe
not a
rest on
very
your
successful hat store.
Top cap.
I want to walk in, just ask how many people think you're an inn.
Too many. Wait, where are you going? Do you want to buy a hat?
I hear him, and I walk in, and like, I'll take a top hat real quick if you got one
No.
my size.
No. No.
It's too late. I
5
already
silver.
said it. Oh, you. How about I give you 1 gold?
Deal.
Just really wants to give gold to people, apparently.
I just don't have a silver pieces mark yet, so I don't feel like splitting a gold piece.
For
Soul
that-
is
for
a
that-
master haggler.
For that gold piece, would you throw in a bowler cap?
Fresh
Wait.
out. Sorry.
You should have named it Hatter's Gonna Hat.
Hatter's got a hat.
That would have been a successful hat shop.
Soul has a top hat now.
I have a top hat.
You're
Write it on
welcome.
your character sheet, because
I'm
that was
literally-
the thing.
I'm writing it down right now.
Wait. Why did Soul pick a hat that makes him taller? Why don't you just
He
get a
likes being
stovepipe?
tall.
All right.
Chose a,
Being tall.
yes.
Following the scent, are you going to pursue one of the weaker ones, or are you going to keep going after the stronger scent?
Make sure you go for the stronger one.
Or do we send the dragon to follow the stronger one while we chase the lighter one?
You've only got 100 feet range on that link.
That's it? Only 100 feet?
Well, the dragon can go beyond it, but I think you can
Yeah.
communicate with it.
Well, the telepathy is only
Yeah.
That is correct.
That's fine. We just all go together then. Side we go.
Okay.
I'm good with
still
every.
out of my comfort zone, so I'm gonna let you guys decide.
I say we follow the stronger scent because that implies that they travel at least that road a little more often.
Makes sense. It's a reasonable
Yep.
conclusion.
Okay.
Is Ridlin still drinking that vodka?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I've
I-
refilled it like 4 times.
Oh,
I'm gonna
hell yeah.
when Soul refills it, I'm gonna subtly make it taste like cinnamon and see if they notice. With prestidigitation.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad about that. I love cinnamon whiskey.
You
so-
just made cinnamon schnapps, so let's go.
Hey! Do I need to like roll con saves? Am I okay? Is this a
So, like, normally in other editions, whenever I had people, like, drinking stuff, or even in this one, actually, in 5th edition, whenever I have people drink, I make them roll con saves when they start getting too much into it, and if they fail the DC I set, they're poisoned for an hour. You're a dwarf.
So she doesn't get poisoned.
Yeah,
in my mind, in the stats, poisoned is the best representation of drunk.
Yeah.
So because you're playing a
alcohol
dwarf, you just don't
poisoning.
get drunk.
Drunk, or does she not get alcohol?
Well,
poisoning?
she's not immune to the poison condition. She has advantage to saves and resistance to poison damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
I
you
would
would have
say-
advantage on the save.
I would say that we haven't drank the whole thing yet. There's no way.
And like you've been walking through the
Because
city,
like, I'm
So,
like
like-
looking at this.
you're buzzed at this point, but not up to the point where it's going to throw you off your game at all.
I
Like
think
I've,
it get better.
yeah, I've finished the bottle like once or twice already, but that doesn't affect me. So
Right. You are flat out immune to it. So
I do like it now that it tastes like cinnamon though.
following the scent, you eventually arrive at an inn. The scent gets really strong in here. The name of the inn is we'll go with the Long Hippopotamus Inn.
all right.
I want to walk in and just be like, as opposed to a short hippopotamus, like, is that a thing? Is that a worry?
The sign is actually like it's really clever. Like it looks like a hippopotamus's butt, and it just extends. But then they've painted the hippopotamus like just its body being really long, and it goes all the way onto the front door. And
Nice.
its tooth is actually the doorknob.
I love it.
Nice.
I love
Nice.
it. It's good. Some good shit.
That's some good shit.
And
Your best
I-
in name ever,
I
Joe.
alert.
Just don't let them.
The don't let them in.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Oh wait, before we go in, I put the lid on my vodka and put it in my bag.
No outside food or drink. All
I'm
right.
taking one very, very large swig of it.
So as you enter this friendly sounding inn, you realize the name is kind of a misdirection.
There's no hippos?
It's
not long.
a lot
They're
less
short hippos.
friendly and happy than the name kind of implies.
It's what?
It's dark in here. It's dim. There's only a
Oh.
couple candles lit. It's kind of dirty and grimy.
Am I horrendously overdressed?
Yeah.
Um,
There's a couple individuals in here. One of the guys isn't wearing a shirt, and he's got like a scar and a couple of tattoos. He's real muscly. He's clearly got like a sword at his side. There's other unsavory looking thugs throughout the bar.
oh
and
baby,
Am I more muscly than him? I compare my muscles from across the bar.
whatnot. What's your strength score?
High.
Yes.
more muscly, more scarry.
definitely more scary.
17.
Yeah, you're more muscly than him.
I laugh at him. Quietly to myself.
Okay, good. That wasn't-
I should clarify. I don't just like stare at him and go, ha ha, puny human.
that would have ended well.
Puny god.
Not.
Well, wait. No, I'm not that drunk.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Sorry. Continue. I'm sorry.
The smell and the scent that you've been following, it's real strong here, and it kind of goes everywhere. This guy's clearly been to this bar before. You know, he sat in that seat, probably that one a couple of times, definitely that one. He's gone upstairs where there's presumably rooms, and he's also been to one of the back rooms. You can kind of smell. It's pretty obvious you're in the right place to find this dude.
All right.
Point. I'm just gonna like in the middle of everything transform back into a human because like he's everywhere in here, so I'm not gonna get anywhere.
You shift back, and there are clearly several of the dudes, like the bar patrons, just kind of staring at you. Like all of you. As a
I
group.
put my coin purse in my interdimensional pocket.
I think mine
like-
is in my shirt.
Like,
Already.
like really obviously, like,
I walk up to the barkeep and ask if they've got what like food they've got prepared.
Oh, you can cheat on yourself.
Well,
got beef.
I don't.
and I've got pork.
Wow. It's
Strong selection.
Yeah, it's great.
No chicken, no hippo.
No vegetables whatsoever.
I'm more disappointed about the hippo.
As you're talking to him, David, you look over and there's a guy next to you. He's like real ugly looking guy. He's got mutton chops, but like, you're not sure if it's because he can't grow the rest of his facial hair or not. It's all wiry and like unclean. And he's got a small knife, and he's clearly like picking something out of his teeth with the knife, just like staring at you as you're ordering.
My people.
All right, so I
How's the beef?
I see him staring at me. I was like, "How's it going?"
He just kind of turns and spits something out onto the ground. He goes back to just kind of cleaning his teeth out, looking at you.
That's
Can someone
hospitable.
Probably the thing that makes him so he can't grow facial hair makes it so he can't talk.
Yeah. So you got like a problem with your eyes or something? Do you need me to look at them for you?
Dear God. I'm like, shut up, soul.
Oh, I said that in character, by the way. The facial hair vocal comment.
He kind of looks around. He kind of looks back over his shoulder. A few of the other guys in the bar kind of stand up. And he looks back to you. I don't like your tone, Tin Man.
Oh. Oh, is it? So you just... I don't mean to come off as rude or anything.
Pull my hammer out as he's talking.
See, I'm used to getting stared at, but people don't usually just blatantly stare at me. I'm not trying to get in a fight here or anything. I was just wondering, do you guys possibly know where I can get something that I can't get in the marketplace?
Make a persuasion check?
With intimidation, because I'm like prepared to smash it.
Persuasion.
Does
All
the
right,
tone-
that's a 18.
You don't need my help, Nimrod.
He's wearing that top hat now.
It's the top hat.
It's all the top hat.
The magical top hat.
He got... He kind of like looks at you for a second. It's real tense in here. Like, there are random like thugs and stuff looking at all you guys. You notice there's a couple who have stood up and they're like making their way to kind of stand by the exit. And everyone's like real quiet and no one says anything for like, it feels like a good minute, but in reality it's only like 5 seconds. And then he just kind of goes, "What are you looking for?"
What are you buying?
Well, I'm looking for, let's say a weapon that could possibly have an enchantment or something on it that's not quite legal in the area, or maybe a person in general.
I'm gonna cast message and say, ask for Mithril.
Or
Me and Kayleen had the same idea. I was like, or mithril?
specifically, maybe even some mithril, because I know a guy that can make me something real good if I get him enough mithril.
You just need the material?
The material, yeah.
Blacksmith.
Mm,
Pull out
yeah.
my hammer.
I got a blacksmith, so yeah, all I need is
I
material.
got one.
Got the genuine article.
All
And
right,
apparently no one else can get mithril in the city at the moment.
I can help you out.
All right.
I
And
told you
also,
about us.
I was walking around and I found a little orphan boy, and he was like, "Hey." I was all like, "Hey, you know where I could find someone that could get me something that ain't in the city at the moment?"
He kind of looks over his shoulder at one of his friends. Told you we need to deal with those damn kids. They're getting too nosy.
Oh.
Did you just?
Oh,
Oh,
And,
Kalian steps up upon
Wait,
hearing that.
the
Whoa, whoa,
tele-
whoa.
Excuse me. I'm sorry. I can't help it over here. I missed what you just said. What was that?
Oh, hey. It's okay. Don't worry
We're just
about it.
having a conversation, Saul. I'm just interested in what this fine fellow here just said
Boy.
about. I think I heard something about the orphan boys. Was I correct?
Yeah, they're causing us trouble. We're gonna make them stop.
They're kids.
Hey Joe, does the telepathy thing on my dragon go both ways? Like
Yeah.
I can, right? Because I want to figure out if this smell is any stronger right now.
Go ahead and roll a quick stealth check for your dragon.
Oh, for the dragon
Yeah, with advantage, actually.
with advantage. Stealth. He actually has a decent stealth. This is cool.
I imagine he would.
And it's still only a 14.
How many people are in here?
7.
And how armed are they?
Doesn't matter.
They've got
Yeah.
like
No, like mentally trying to.
maces. They're all wearing at most leather armor.
I'm surveying the scene.
All right. Ember is going to say, since I'm going to have my swords drawn, I'm like, look, we're here for Mithril, but I'm not about anyone messing with some kids. Would like to have a deal. Leave those damn kids alone. Or we can go at it and see who comes out on top.
Just a small hint. It won't be you.
Go ahead. Either Rinlin or Ember can make an intimidation check, and
Can we both?
with advantage, because the other one would be helping you. So you guys can decide who you think should.
I rolled a 17, so
Well, we'll go with that then, because I rolled a 2.
yeah. So you
Apparently
get
not.
advantage.
Hold on.
You initiated the
Okay,
conversation.
that one.
anyways. Yeah.
That one went a lot better. I got a 16 at that one.
Mine's
Okay.
an 18 after my mod.
Yeah, hold on. Intimidation. Yeah, I'd be at 17.
The gentleman in the tavern all kind of look at you, and the one who's been talking kind of snarls, gives a sneer at you. Fine. They
I
brought
just
in
kind of, like,
business, I guess.
Almost sneer back. I'm like, all right.
He kind of gestures for you all to follow him. And he starts walking towards a door near the back room of the tavern.
Does anyone in the tavern have a? It was an amulet of the White Dragon Syndicate that we kept picking up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Blue, I thought.
Well, no, we had white first, and then I think we did get some
You've
blue.
got both over time.
Okay.
Why not have both?
Does anyone seem to be wearing one of those?
Make a perception check.
Can I check that too? I think that would have been part of me, just like surveying
Oh.
everyone.
Sure.
I only got a 5, so I hope you roll better.
I rolled an 18. I'm rolling fucking ridiculous today.
Looking about, you
Super
do not
perceptive.
see any sort of sign of the Dragon Syndicate at all in this place.
Okay.
Joe, I didn't hear if you answered about whether or not my dragon smelled that smell any stronger with it.
Right. So 14, your dragon kind of sneakily flies/climbs up and is kind of hanging out in like the rafters of the room. It's one of those like you can see all the support beams and stuff. Concepts for a bar.
Yep.
So like he's like hiding up there and sniffing around, and you get the emotion of when you like lose your keys and you can't find them. Like I have no idea where they are. That feeling.
A shrug.
Yeah.
He literally just,
You get the shrug emote.
yeah.
while we're following the guy, I want to make it clear that like I wasn't meaning to be an offensive of any kind. I just wanted to sound a little tougher whenever I asked if he had a problem with his eyes.
I meant full offense.
He kind of just grunts.
Me too.
And then when he gets near the door, he says, "If you want the mithril, leave your weapons out here." And he kind of stands there waiting, gesturing to a small table.
No problem with that. I never use my weapons.
Does my shield? Can I just hold on to my shield? Just have it on my back. I don't like to leave my shield laying around. It's my god would not be happy with me.
It stays on your back.
You got it.
Joe,
God.
what I would like to do though,
Mm-hmm.
sleight of hand.
Okay.
Because I have, my sigil has that 10 pound space.
Yep.
I'm going to try to sleight of hand a dagger into that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check.
I want to
Yeah.
like cough as he's doing it, or try to get his attention to try to like help him.
What'd you get, Mario?
14.
14.
I keep a dagger in mine, and I'm going to try to keep 2 daggers on my person and give him my crossbow and my Kolishmard.
He looks away for a second at Rinlin coughing Mario, and you are able to quickly just stow the dagger. Kyle, make a deception check as you hand him the weapons. Or put the weapons down.
That's probably not going to be good. A 9.
He kind of looks you up and down. Is that it?
I pull out one of the 2 daggers that I kept on me. No.
Roll one more time, because we'll say giving up one gives you advantage.
Okay. 3.
He just kind
I
of
imagine at this
for
point
you.
being shaken.
he stares at you incredulously.
I'll give him the last one, but not the one in my
Okay.
extra dimensional pocket.
He has no way of knowing what's in there, so
Yeah, okay.
he'll accept that. Rinlin and Ember, what do you guys do with your weapons?
It turns into like that cliche scene where both of us are just like pulling off weapon after weapon after weapon after weapon. Like,
Even I
Yeah,
don't.
at this point, I have a crap ton of weapons, and I'm
Yeah.
seriously considering just standing out there and watching the weapons. Because I'm not entirely certain I'm willing to part with them.
Yeah, those magical weapons are a big bonus to our party.
Yeah.
Like, I will stay out here with our weapons, and they can go in. I'm not leaving my stuff here.
Suit yourself.
yeah. The only thing I was like hesitant to put down is the hammer because it's not just a hammer. Like it's a big deal.
And
Yeah.
I hold out my hand. I'm like, I will hold your hammer.
I like give it to her, but also like short bow, arrows, all 4 of my javelins, a shovel, a pot, a crowbar, the bottle of vodka. No, I take that back. I put that back in
Do they
my belt.
consider a crowbar? Are they actually going to consider a crowbar? I got one of those.
He's not, but
I
he's
put the
just
crowbar
like-
back.
Also, I have like a hammer for climbing.
Mhm.
But then
They're satisfied with it. They lead you into the room. 3 other dudes from the bar kind of walk in, leaving 4 of them kind of out there standing near you, Ember. None of them, they've all kind of moved so they're at the bar where they're seated, but closest to the room. And you've noticed this like right away, Ember, as you're just kind of standing there. The 3 that enter the room with you,
I'm gonna.
with the 4 of you, they kind of lead you. They gesture to a table. There's 2 chairs at it. They kind of go around to the other side. There's 2 chairs over there. One of them sits. The other 2 are standing. And you can see now that both of them, the 2 standing ones, take out crossbows. And the one guy you've been talking to, he sits down. All right. How much mithril you need?
I was thinking I need enough for a hammer. How much would I need for a hammer, Joe?
I tell him how much he needs.
She tells you how much you need.
Okay, whatever that much. How much?
I
How much?
blacksmith. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I don't know how much it would be.
Yeah.
2 bars? Is it like relatively?
Sure.
Well,
For a hammer, you'd want about 3 pounds.
because I don't think the whole thing would be made out of mithril. It would just.
No, it would just be the head.
So that's like, yeah, that would be about 2 bars, I would say.
Sure. He kind of looks at you for a moment, judges you up and down. 80 gold pieces.
80? I can give you 80 gold pieces.
On earth did you get all this gold, David?
I don't know, but like I've just been slowly hoarding it, and I just have it all.
I have given you guys gold like over time and whatnot.
I mean, I have 46, so.
I have 44.
Yeah, I was looking
45.
at my silver pieces that I have 5 of and thought that was gold pieces. So never mind. I have like 77 gold. So
Okay.
I thought I had 5. I'm sorry.
So you're gonna pay him the 80 gold, David?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him the 80 gold.
Bad haggler.
He looks at one of the guys who's standing. Both of them, you notice now, are holding like crossbows. Not aimed at anyone. They're just kind of holding them. One of them kind of nods, goes into a further back door, or a further in doorway, disappears for a bit, comes back, walking slowly. His crossbow is stowed again, and he's carrying these 2 bars
Can I
of mithril.
look in the door when he.
Make a perception check.
Yeah. Like both when he goes in and out.
Yep.
I'm just like eyeballing it. It's a 21.
Nice.
Rinlin, you happen to be standing at like an
Just the
angle,
right angle.
where like the door stays open just a crack, and it's not looking through the opening of the door. It's that seam where like the hinge is. You
Yeah,
know, like
yeah.
when a door opens, there's
Yeah,
like a crack.
yeah.
You're like staring through that, and you get a good view of where the guy goes. And there's like a butt ton of mithril. He like pulls it off. It looks like a cart, and he grabs 2 bars and he puts a blanket back over it, and he walks back out. There's a butt ton of mithril. There's other things too, but they're all kind of covered up or in crates or whatnot. But it's like a small little warehouse in the other room.
There's no other people in there.
Not that you can see.
Okay.
Joe, could I use my mage hand to subtly disable or clog the one guy that's still standing there, his crossbow?
You can certainly try.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because it's definitely looking like we're gonna have to make things pop off and save this guy sitting in front of us. To
Well,
interrogate.
they threatened the children, so they're gonna die
Yeah.
eventually.
Hey, Joe, I also want to make sure that I'm kind of standing closer to Rinlin, because
Okay.
it's kind of why I smuggled the dagger in here. The rest of us have magic.
Yeah.
I have fists. I have this chair.
Do you have unarmed?
No, but I am taking Tavern Brawler.
She doesn't have unarmed. She has beefy arms.
Yeah, I take my own arm off and beat them with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to either screw up the firing mechanism if it's a spring, or like snap the string with my mage hand.
The string would be very obvious because it's
Make a stealth check.
sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand check.
I was gonna say.
Sorry.
I think they're both the same, so it doesn't matter. All right, that was a better roll. 20,
Nice.
20.
not natural.
When it
Okay.
matters.
It's just total.
You mage hand and you manage to pull the string and it snaps without him seeming to notice.
Is there anything in here that I could use as a weapon? Like glancing around.
There's a chair,
2 bars of mithril.
2 parts of mithril.
I'm not
You
gonna
don't do the same
fucking
thing.
mithril. Sorry, what, Joe?
Yeah.
So the mithril and some chairs.
There's an empty like stone mug on the
I'll throw it back to our first fight.
on the table.
My
Yeah,
bottle of
that's what I'll
vodka.
give you.
Or
Break the bottle of vodka.
Yeah, we get a new one. Can I?
your crowbar.
I do have a crowbar. Would a crowbar even count as a normal like a weapon though?
Have you ever been hit with a crowbar?
Well, I meant D&D mechanics, like
Tiffany's
I
like,
hope-
it counts. It hurts.
I hope no one's been hit by a crowbar.
1d4 bludgeoning.
On like purpose, but I have like hit myself in the shin. Like not
Alright.
super hard, but it's heavy.
Are there any candles or anything in here?
Sure. I'll say there's a candle
Or a
two.
torch? Where is it?
On the table. There's like a candle.
I'm gonna hate
Candlestick.
everything about what I'm
Candlestick.
about to do.
So it's dim.
Alright.
You mean you're gonna love it? It's gonna be great.
So is it dimly lit in here?
Yeah. Dim light.
Awesome.
That shit-eating grin, though.
I just want you guys to know that none of this was planned. This is completely not what I had in mind. So if you guys go into combat, the map is not going to be as pretty as it usually is.
Just use the one from the first combat.
Out of curiosity, where were we supposed to go?
There were
We don't know
a-
yet. He can't give that away.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see if it would work.
I mean, there's a possibility we're gonna get a shit ton of mithril out of this.
Oh my god, yeah.
We can give it to the blacksmith. Make him
That's
happy.
the plan. I plan on bringing it all back to the hello.
Make him
All right.
happy.
So
He paid for it.
So are we doing this?
as the guy, you hand him 80 gold. He pushes the mithril to you. He starts counting the pieces.
I want to check the mithril, like pick it up and give it a good,
You're gonna bite it.
good look over,
Um,
and then chuck it right at his head.
Oh, God.
So as you're looking it over, I'll give you this information before we head into combat.
Okay.
You see that on the mithril bar there is like an imprinted like symbol of where it's from.
Yep.
I'm sorry for the cat butt, by the way.
Do you know Rankin,
I do.
Rinlin?
I don't know any languages.
Okay. Soul, you notice that on the bar that you still have, the one that you didn't give to Rinlin yet,
Mhm.
there's a little symbol and it says Orgrimmar shipping.
I mean, wouldn't I be able to infer from it being Rankin that it belongs to him?
You can infer whatever you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
No,
not
I'm just
that
saying,
dumb, Joe.
Yeah,
I
she
speak
doesn't have
Rankin
it.
as well.
But yeah, okay. You guys are gonna go into combat then?
She says
Yes.
she's throwing this mithril at the dude's head.
Actually,
And
am I
I'm
close
fine.
enough am I close enough to hit him? Because I'd rather hit him than throw it.
You could move an attack
Yeah.
if you wanted, and then
I would like
we
to-
would roll initiative right after that and go into it. All right. Everybody can go ahead and stop, drop, and roll initiative. And Ridlin, you are going to get your attack off first before we go into initiative order.
Hello, darling.
Bringing up battle cam.
I like that she wasn't up here this entire
I
time.
am wearing a very appropriate Bob Ross shirt because you guys are going to get to see my happy little map drawing skill.
You're at the happy little tavern.
I need to go here. All right, so we need to go
Lucy.
to the map layer, and
Beep, beep.
we're gonna draw some shapes. So
I've had really good rolls this entire time, but when we actually get into combat, it's gonna be awful.
this
Yeah, I
is the
legit just
building
rolled
that
a
you
2.
guys came into.
I rolled a 20 for initiative.
I rolled a
and
2.
I'm not even in there, but I guess I get to fight the 3 guys outside.
Yeah, well, we outnumber the people in our room, and we've kind of disarmed one of them. You're fighting 3 guys on your own.
Well, I mean, if we
But I have all of our weapons, like all of them,
It's true.
on a table in front of me.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
beeline for it.
have all my weapons.
I got a dagger. It's good enough.
Are you on my phone? Is that why I can't find it? No. Okay.
Dude, I'll be happy to spill some blood, save the kids.
Thank
So-
you,
But if they
children.
come after it, I'll be like, for the children.
And then we need a
Threaten the
bar.
kids anyway. I was in a bad mood.
I gotta remember how to fucking fight with this character.
Oh, look at how straight that line is. That was
Nice.
freehand. I'm a boss.
Nice.
All right, so I gotta
This is
draw
nice.
the doors here.
Lucy.
I don't know why.
I just want you guys to know I'm getting my 80 gold back.
Oh yeah, that's the plan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
the
the
real
all-
reason that you started fighting was
Yes.
you just didn't actually want to pay for it.
Oops.
But I also did pay for that myth roll, so hopefully I can hang on to it.
Lucy.
It's illegal mithril.
No, I'm gonna ask when we get him to come pick up his mithril. I'm gonna be like, hey fam, we got your shit.
He deserves
Let
it.
let me make something with your mithril.
Finder's fee.
The fighter's fee.
Yes.
So that's
'Cause
the
I've been-
table.
I've been wanting a new Warhammer so bad, and
Need some.
I've been meaning to talk to you, your character, May, about possibly getting a chain on a hammer so I can like have a hammer with reach.
Yes. I am so into this. Lucy. Need battle music. Lucy, you.
While this is going on, I'll be right back.
Does it count as a wild encounter if you beat the Bulbasaur to death with a piece of metal?
This cat's ridiculous.
Most cats are.
I can't.
It's true. I need more pets in my life.
I need to
Okay,
set up like an
thug
actual
dude.
office area in our house. That way I have like a good chair to sit in while we play.
Hmm. I have an office. I just have to get my desk in it.
I used to have an office. Now my desk's down in my basement, which is my game room anyway. That's why all that.
Yeah, I am envious of your shelves of gaming stuff.
It's small compared to some of my other.
So Kalian was in here. Atone was in here.
Look at the kitty
Ember
belly.
was in here. No, Ember was not in here. Ember
was
is
out.
out
No.
here.
Ember's
Out
outside.
there with all
Rinlin's
the
in
fun
here.
people.
Soul's in here. I think yes, you guys have access to your tokens.
Soul was the one dealing with the guy. I said I was going to be
Yeah.
near.
Yep, you're right. And I need some.
Somebody. Might have just like beat him.
Somebody once
Okay,
told me
Lucy.
the world is gonna roll me.
I got hit in the head with some mithril.
But it doesn't ring to it. Somebody once told me the world is gonna stop, drop, and roll me.
Oh,
Yes.
I like it. I like it a lot. More than I should.
All right. Sorry this took so long. But we're gonna get down to it now. I need to roll some
I'd like to make a point that the
myself.
instant I would see Rinlin like about to pop shit off, I yell Ember weapons.
Wouldn't I have been up closer to the table then? If I was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you were inspecting the mithril.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now we're here.
Yeah, I'll be right there.
Getting their initiatives taken care of real quick.
Which guy went in the room, Joe? The top guy or the lower guy?
The lower guy does not have his, or has had his crossbow
Okay.
disabled. AKA his heart broken.
Same.
Oh. Ba, 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 da, ba, Da-da-da-da-da.
Baby.
Was a Led Zeppelin joke. I think that's the right song.
All right. Ember, what was your initiative?
22.
Of course. Soul.
3.
Okay.
Oh,
Baby.
Rinlin.
20.
Wow.
Kalian.
16, and I thought that was great, but
And Atone.
4, and I thought I was going last.
I thought I was going last too, but homie right here in front of me didn't
you
roll.
won.
oh, that poor man.
Well, he's also about to get a piece of mithril bounced off his head.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
I
Yeah.
just
Alright.
said that, but I forgot. I
So-
guess I muted my mic.
Surprise round starting out is Rinlin. You get a turn. You can do with it whatever you'd like, and then we'll go into regular initiative. So the mithril, you guys have it. You're inspecting it. He's counting his coins out. The other two guys
He's
are kind of standing
distracted.
there. Yep. And you're just gonna beam him in the head with the mithril bar.
You are correct, sir.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. You can add your strength. You are not proficient in mithril bars.
I'm a blacksmith dwarf. I'm proficient in mithril bars.
You're not proficient in fighting with mithril bars. You're proficient with mithril bars, not fighting with them. So just your
Rinlin,
strength
she
score, not
probably
your
has done this
proficiency.
before.
You do have advantage because
That is
you are
very true,
catching
though.
him unawares.
Okay. Do I have multi-attack yet?
No, 5th level.
Okay. Please give me a crit. I'm gonna like laugh to death.
Are you bashing him in the head with it, or are you just throwing it at him?
I'm gonna hit him
All right.
because I don't want to. I don't trust myself to throw things.
Running around the table, just stepping up next to him, jumping over it. How do you want to do it?
Jumping over it.
How? Yeah.
Well,
your
How tall is the table?
I was gonna say, how heavy is the table? You could flip the table on him.
Oh, but I want to beat him with this mithril bar.
Okay, that's fair. I see Ridlin doing that.
Table's about average table height.
It's just tall for a dwarf.
I'm sure I'm used to climbing onto things though.
With your entire movement, I will let you move the 5 feet to climb up the table. That's fine.
Yeah.
So
To alley-oop my dwarf ass up
go
here.
ahead and make your mithril bar attack against this fellow.
Okay, it's gonna be a math to hit.
Math.
18. Oh, whoa, 19. That's how math works.
You got a 19.
Yeah, 16 on the die.
That'll hit.
What is the damage from mithril bar?
Go ahead and make it a d6. It's about the same as getting hit with a club.
Nice. Max damage. Do you want the strength mod too?
Yes, you can add your strength mod.
9. Then
9 damage.
Cheap.
All right. You step up and you just
I
whack
didn't even rage. I should
this
have
guy,
raged.
in the head as he's counting gold. Soul's gold pieces just scatter all over the floor. And this guy just like looks up and just goes, "Oh, get them!" Ember, it's your turn, and I am really quick going to draw another table which has all your guys' weapons on it. It's right next to Ember there. I don't know
The
why. it
weapon's
keeps
down, and
defaulting
I'm
to-
holding her hammer. So
Ooh, that'll be fun.
yeah, I'm pretty excited about it actually.
Oh, are you going
I'm
to
trying to decide if it would be okay if I could hit with her hammer or not. Strength is high enough, but I don't know if I would like personally do it out of respect for Rinlin, but also it's chaos and fighting, so Rinlin might be okay with maybe.
Looks like Ember's the next to catch a javelin.
You're gonna get javelined.
Extra, she can try.
I just want to see Rinlin walk out of the room and see her hammer covered in blood, and Ember's like, "No, I didn't use it. I swear."
No.
What? No.
I tripped.
Proficient.
As they're all dead.
Just splash. Just, I killed them with my
I'm
swords.
actually
Their
not
heads are crushed in.
proficient in
You should be. You're a
weapon
fighter.
fighting. Well, like I don't know if I'm proficient in like.
Yeah,
handed-
you wouldn't be able to.
You can wield
You
it,
wouldn't be able to
but-
two-weapon her maul.
Yeah.
What is a maul? I don't know. Player's handbook.
Yeah, no, I'm a dual wielder anyway. I wouldn't be able. No. I'll just hold your
It's too
hammer in
big.
my. I'm just gonna put it away and have my swords out. That's all I'm just
Okay.
gonna use my swords out of respect for Renlin, and also when I realize that it's heavy as shit and I'm not used to it, I'm like, nah. Reduce.
Yeah, it's heavy two-handed.
All right, so I am going. I guess I hear your guys' commotion.
Oh
you
yeah,
would've all-
oh yeah, you hear me scream as I fucking bludgeon him with a gun.
Yeah, you would also heard Soul yell Ember weapons.
I just got bit.
All
by a
right,
bug
what
and
are
it
the
really
people
hurt.
doing? Like, what are the people in my room doing?
You hear this cry of "Get them!" and you hear soul or ember weapons, and you see these four guys. They've been like waiting for you, and they were more towards the bar. I said so. God, there's like a bug in here, and it's attacking me. It already bit me once.
Kill it.
Kill it
Hit
with
him with a
fire.
hammer.
I don't know what it is because it really freaking hurt. But they turn and they like all immediately stand up and they draw their like maces. and
So
start
I
heading
probably
towards
wouldn't have enough time to like grab all their weapons and open the door and give it to them. I should probably react to the
you.
people.
You could use your turn to do that.
I would
It's
worry.
up to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry. I'm good.
All right, she's gonna just try to dispatch these four quickly then.
Okay.
She's gonna, or me, I'm going to. I'm gonna move over to here,
Okay.
kind of cap them off from going in through the door anyway. And I'm going to attack the first guy. Crit.
All right. That'll hit.
Wow.
For the win.
So I'll just roll that damage first. Longswords. Got it. Okay.
Remember, your longswords are magical.
Cool. So that's 12 plus 2. 16.
16 damage.
Then is he okay still?
He's not okay,
He's fine.
but he's still up.
Okay, I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay.
Got an unnatural 20 this time.
It's a very bizarre 20, but that'll hit.
It's a weird 20. Still up.
How much damage from the second one?
Oh, I'm sorry. 7 plus 2 plus 2.
So 11.
So 11.
It's been a really hard math day for me, guys.
It's okay. I just didn't hear you. I don't think your audio came through or something. But
We don't math
Um,
either.
2 slices, and he is ouchies, but not down.
I'm gonna use action surge and hit him again.
Okay. Go for
Nice.
it.
18.
18.
18. 18 will
Am
also
I
hit.
muted or my thing? Okay. Can you hear me better now?
Yes.
Yes, that's better. You were like
Alright,
cutting
I
in and out
forgot.
before, but you're good now.
I think my thingy was too far up. This one's easier. 6 plus 2 plus 2. 10.
All right, with that, you cut into this guy just 3 times, and he just falls down, no longer moving. You still technically... No, that's it. That would be all your attacks.
Yeah, I think that would be all of my attacks, but not all of my movement. So could I move just back to right here?
Yeah,
be full back to the door,
Yeah. you can
literally
do that.
blocking the door. Complete confidence that they can kill the 3 people in the inside.
All right, Rinlin, you're up again. Standing on the table, holding a mithril brick. You
A
shoot this
mithril
guy in
brick.
the head.
I want to like, if it's, is there like D&D action economy to like grab his head and put it on the table and like try to bludgeon the back of his head?
I'd say
that.
you could grapple him.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, is
And
it a
then-
grapple and a?
This round would be grapple to set it up, and then next
Oh.
round, if you hit, you would auto crit.
Sorry. Yes,
That's how I'll rule that.
I would like to do that. Does a grapple count as an attack?
It's a type of attack. Why?
For the like
For-
reckless attack. Yeah.
Well, oh, wasn't thinking about that. No. For the fact that barbarians like you have to keep.
Oh, yeah,
that fulfills
it satisfies that for
definitely
rage.
fulfills that.
Yeah, because I would get advantage on the. I would get advantage on it then. I would like to rage,
Okay.
please.
I will put your angry person icon on you. We'll do the buff one. Your buff.
The buff angry person.
Buff angry person.
And then I would like to try to grapple his head into this table.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. It's a athletics check.
Bootyful. Wow. Huh. I rolled a 1 and a 5. So that's an 8.
He resists your
Wait,
grapple.
how's it only an 8? Do you not have any athletics at all?
My athletics is 3 plus 3.
You're not proficient in it?
No,
Oh.
it doesn't fit my background.
Hmm.
Actually, I don't think I.
And as a barbarian, you get a whole 4 spells, or 4 skills.
Yeah.
He resists the grapple.
Is there anything? I'm so mad about this.
You're the new Mario.
What's that?
She's the new Mario for dice rolls.
I start rolling better. That'd be nice.
Well, heck,
Heck.
What happened? I missed it.
I rolled a 1 and a 5 to try to grapple his head to this table.
She caressed his cheek instead.
I did.
Which is a little
Oh, I'm
terrifying.
sorry. Did that nipple hurt?
Thank you, Evie Jarris, for this subscription. I almost missed
Thank
it,
you.
but then I moved it to the right layer just in time. You the best cousin.
I think that's all I can do. Just sit here and like stare at
Okay.
this guy.
So
Be
you
like,
go to
"Dude."
try and like grab this guy's head, and what happens is like you put both hands like trying to grab like both sides of his head at first, and he puts his hands up, and he's like got his hands in this really awkward position, and you guys are just like holding hands awkwardly for a few seconds.
I break his hand.
We can see if you do that next turn. Kalian, you're up.
I'm not going to with those rolls.
Alright, I'm gonna step up here. Booming Blade, the guy with the crossbow.
Okay.
15 hit.
15 does hit.
Oh, and I pulled my dagger out to do this. Do I get sneak attack for this or no? Is he surprised?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So just. Oh, it's a dagger, isn't it? 6 damage,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna use a bonus action to disengage
Okay.
and drop back here. And that's it for me.
Disengaged, so no attacks of opportunity. We come to this dude, who's going to run on up to Ember and try and hit you twice with his mace. Does a 16 hit you?
Does.
And I'll just roll the other one. That is actually a 20. So
Well, 20 doesn't hit, but 16 definitely does.
Weird how that works.
It's very confusing.
So that will be a total of, from both attacks, 13 damage.
Oh, that's icky math.
So not 26, it's 13 total.
Trying to remember math. Hold on. I'm alright.
And that's the end of his turn. This guy with the crossbow is going to shoot at the dwarf that is standing on the table. You reckless, right?
I did not.
You did not.
Yep.
Okay.
I get advantage because it was a strength check.
Yeah.
And it was
you're
raging.
right. You're right. So he goes pew pew, and he gets a 7. Does a 7 hit?
Yes. No.
Arrow flies past you, Kalian. It kind of pins into the wall like above your head, and he starts loading another crossbow bolt. The guy over here looks at Kalian, who just hit him. He pulls the trigger on his crossbow to try and fire. Realizes nothing happens. Drops it. Pulls out the mace on his belt. And he is going to step forward towards you, Kalian.
When he moves, he takes my booming blade damage.
He does indeed.
3 damage. That was
3?
kind of disappointing. Yeah.
Okay. He did use his action to try and attack with a crossbow, so he's just in melee with you with the mace. He doesn't actually get to do anything yet.
Cool.
All right. This feller's turn. He's going to actually have to double move to get up to Ember. But he's going to end his turn right there. And this guy...
Go ahead.
This guy actually will get up to Ember, and he's going to make 2 attacks. And because he has an ally within 5 feet of you who is not incapacitated, he gets advantage on his attacks. Yeah. Come back, die. Well, that die is gone forever. I'm going to get a new one.
Might as well lose a die here at your new house.
Gone forever? I mean, underneath my chair.
Same thing.
17 for his first attack. And a 13 for the second.
Second one doesn't.
Okay, so that will do 3 damage. He did minimal damage to you. So you've got like these 3 thugs. They all come up and they have maces, and they're all like, they're pretty much just surrounding you with these clubs and trying to beat you, and you're like pushing as many blows away with your swords as you can, parrying them. But they're surrounding you, and it's getting tough to try and combat them all. Atone, it is your turn.
Yeah, hold on.
Is there my turn, or we're
Yes,
still doing?
Atone.
Oh, okay. So that's a bonus action. So I am going to bonus action Shadow Blade.
Okay.
And then run up to this guy. And you said this is a dim room, right?
Yep.
Cool. So I get advantage on the attack then.
Okay.
Nat 20.
That'll hit. Were you hitting the muscly guy or the dude with the crossbow?
I completely ignored the fact that muscly guy. No, crossbow.
Okay, that's fine.
So let's see. Ooh, max damage on one of those dice. So that's 13. That's another 8. So 21 -1 on the strength, so 20 damage.
20
So
damage
the
total.
new dice are good.
New dice working real well. I like it.
Does Shadowblade use your strength or your charisma?
I have.
Yeah, it should.
I don't know, Joe. I guess that's up to you. Does it use? It basically gives me a weapon made of shadow. It does have finesse, light, and thrown, so I use my dex for attack.
Oh no, it uses your dex for damage.
Yep.
So I use my dex for damage as well.
Yep. Anything that's finesse
And
in
so
5e,
that's
it's
20.
attack and damage.
Okay, so then that's 23 for damage.
Cool.
Hella.
Yep.
So Atone in the shadow, he looks like he just kind of runs up to this guy, and you see him, he moves like he's striking with a blade, and you guys at first are a little confused, but then as he stabs through the guy's like arm, you see the blade kind of manifest as it's coming out the other side of the guy's arm, and he pulls it out, and you see he's holding like this blade made of like pure shadow. The guy like stumbles back, clutching his arm. It's bleeding pretty bad, and he's not looking too good after that one hit. Soul,
I'm just like,
you're up.
excuse you?
All right, it's this guy right here. Can I reach him?
Yeah, he's right next
Joe,
to you.
Joe, that is psychic damage, by the way.
Okay. That's psychic damage? That's so cool.
Yeah.
I thought it would be necrotic. But...
No, it's Terrorblade. It's amazing.
All right, so I'm gonna cast Inflict Wounds, and casting it makes me where I make a melee attack, and
Yep,
if it
melee
hits,
spell
I
attack.
can, yes. And
I'm
if it
excited
hits-
to see if you hit this or if the curse of inflict damage continues.
Yeah, because
That's only for me, Kyle.
Yeah.
I'm doing it as a second level spell, so I do 4d10 if it hits.
All right. Go ahead and roll to hit.
All right. That is a 16.
That'll do.
Awesome.
Curse only applies to Joe.
All right, so that's
Whenever you talk, there's like a crinkly sounding noise.
Me or David?
Your sister is doing the dishes.
It's okay. It's just a little bit of a...
All right, so
He just had a sound issue this earlier today, and that's why I was bringing it up.
Okay.
So 14 plus 16, that's 30 damage?
30 damage.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, inflict wounds is a scary spell.
So Soul, seeing that this individual's like coming at Kalian with his mace, he was blown back a little bit by the booming blade spell, and Kalian, you might get a little nervous that it didn't like take him down or do as much as you thought, and then all of a sudden you see Soul's hand just reach out, and he grabs this guy like right on like the chest, and there's this pulse of, it looks almost like electricity, but all the bolts are black, and the energy just kind of goes in the guy, and you see like the veins in his face just kind of get really thick and dark for a second, and then he just falls down dead.
Man, that was a dark kill.
Inflict wounds is a dark spell.
It is.
Yeah.
Inflict wounds is great.
All right, and then I guess, I mean, I can't really move anywhere without having to squeeze by someone, so
You can
guess
move
I'm just
through-
gonna.
You can move through Kalian or through me without.
Yep.
All right, then I guess I'll just move 5, 10.
Could go to
Behind
the
this guy right
door.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
Ember's out there all by herself. I meant the other door.
Yeah, so that's where I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
Okay.
How does that door open, Joe? Is Ember blocking it, or can we get out?
You can, it opens in towards you guys.
Okay, cool.
I would have moved.
Are you calling her fat Kalian?
Well,
So it
Rude.
is shirtless guy's turn. Shirtless guy is going to whip out his scimitar and a dagger, and he's going to make some swings at the little dwarf that's dancing on the table.
Dancing.
Fling her hand.
doing jazz hands and everything.
It is specifically written in my character sheet that I don't dance. So.
Fair. That's a 21. That's an 18.
Heck.
And
You know-
that's a 13.
She was
Yep.
drinking earlier. Now she's up on a table.
Does
This is not Coyote Ugly.
does the 13 hit, Rinlin?
No, my AC's
Okay, so
14.
it's just the first two. So, 13 slashing damage.
Halved?
If you are raging, yep, that goes down to 6. So he just pulls weapons out, starts swinging at you.
I'm just like, cool story, bro.
You are not fazed by it too much at all. Ember, you're up.
Sweet. I've been studying my character sheet. I'm gonna do a thing.
Oh boy.
Okay. So they did me the justice of coming to me.
Mm-hmm.
The guy right in front of me
So
here.
this gentleman, yeah.
I'm gonna attack him first.
Okay.
With 16.
16 will hit.
I'm gonna roll my damage. Took 8.
8 damage.
And then I'm gonna hit him again.
Okay. Saw that coming.
It's 15 plus 2, so it hits.
Yep.
But that's 17. 17. Okay.
Man.
And I'm gonna hit him with the damage, but I'm also going to use one of my 4 D8s for Battle Master arming attack, which adds a D8 to the damage roll, and
Yep.
then he has to do a saving throw, or else he has to drop something of my choosing. And of course, I'm gonna choose his mace.
Okay. He got a 17 on the die. I'm not sure what kind of roll it is, but I believe that's higher.
All right,
than
that's
DC.
fine. He gets to keep it,
Still
but he
takes the
does
extra damage.
take. Yeah, he does take 15 more damage.
Okay.
I think I really wanted him to get rid of that. So that's my. I think that's all I can do right now.
Okay. You swing at him twice. Your first swing, it cuts across his leg, and he kind of bends down and like grabs it with one hand. And with the opening, you swing for his hand that's holding the mace. You try and hit like right by like his wrist, so he'll like let go and drop it. And he kind of turns his arm, and he takes the blunt of the hit in his arm, but hangs on to his mace.
Stupid.
He's bleeding profusely now from the shin and the arm, though. So, Rinlin, you're up.
Oh boy. Heck. You know what? I'm just gonna dive on him. Like, off the table.
Just gonna tackle him.
Yeah, sure. Dirty fighting.
Roll an attack.
With my, am I proficient with my body?
Yes.
Is it a strength check?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a strength attack. It's not a check. It's an attack.
Well, I mean, shit.
You could reckless it. It is pretty reckless.
You really just want me to reckless attack? Fine, I will.
I'm just saying you have the option to,
Well, I'm going to. Wow.
and it's very characteristic of the situation.
It is. No,
Very
it totally
reckless.
is. It's just the shit rolls again. You said yes to proficiency.
Yep,
Okay, so it's a 17.
that hits.
Okay. What kind of damage does my body do?
Rinlin's body? Lots.
See, this is
It's
where
pretty solid.
I
Or
have
is
to
it-
be careful. I don't want to call your character like.
Oh, she's fat. It's
Thick?
written in the back. She thick.
Okay.
She's
I
a big
mean,
girl.
muscle.
You
I
can
mean,
do a
it's-
D12
it's-
damage.
Yeah. Or I don't know. Or a pin I don't think would it do damage if I'm trying to pin him.
That would count as a grapple.
Yeah, so I don't want to do damage. I just want to try to like get my knees down on him and so I can bludgeon the fuck out of him.
He got a lot lower. He got a lot lower that time. Yeah, you pin him.
Yeah, I want to try to like get his knee
pinned.
like, get my knees like on his like shoulders so that I can be prepared.
All right.
Yeah, and then be prepared to like bludgeon him with the.
So you're technically in the same space as him.
Yeah. Boy going down.
We need him alive.
Killian, your turn.
Do we?
These guys look like they handle. They've got this handled. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15,
Lucy.
25, 30. I'm gonna roll on out using a disengage action.
Okay.
To get past these guys without taking
So
damage.
that's your bonus action, move action.
Yep, and then I'm flanking Ember, correct?
Correct.
I'm going to Booming Blade that particular gentleman.
Okay.
16. No, it's higher than that.
That'll
18 to hit.
Whoa.
Yep.
We're rolling good today, guys.
12 damage.
With that, you kind of roll in under him, we'll say, and as you kind of stand up, you jab your... It's a dagger?
Yep.
You jab your dagger into his back, and Ember, you watch as the guy you tried to disarm, all of a sudden there's a tiny little point of a dagger sticking through his chest, and it goes away, and he falls down. You see Kalian just kind of pop up behind him.
Hiya! I'm like, hey.
Complete your turn.
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right. This guy is
That worked
still
out.
next to Ember. I almost called you my sister's name.
Amber.
And
Just
he
with
is
an
going
accent.
to attack Tiffany.
There's
twice.
Amber.
His friend is still next to you, so he still gets advantage. That is
Lucy
in
said 0.
17 and a 20.
Hold on.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll the damage, and I'll see if I want to do this.
Parry.
Okay. So the one that was a 17, he does 8 damage for the first attack.
I'm not parrying that one.
Okay. The second one does 5 damage.
All right.
Okay. Crossbow Jones, seeing that Atone is right next to him, is going to drop his crossbow, pull out a mace, and try and bonk you on the head.
Alright.
Bonk! He got a 21.
Yeah, it's
And his second attack is 9.
9.
9!
Nice.
8 bludgeoning damage from that first attack, though.
Shadow Blade's concentration. So that makes it just what, a DC 10, right?
Yep.
What is my plus? Roll a nat 15, so that's
You
well
are
over.
good. And then we come to this feller who, seeing Kalian pop up, is going to be like, oh, I'm going to hit the stupid elf. And he's going to make 2 mace
This is
attacks.
a very intelligent elf. Just clarify.
He got a 7, and then he got a 20.
Yeah, it hits.
6 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
And it's Atone's turn.
Kind of laugh at him and say that's it. And then I laugh at myself for rolling dual 5s. Let's see, that makes it... What would that make it? Plus 2, plus... yeah, that's only a 9.
9. That will miss.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Very sad.
All right. Next up, Soul.
All right. So, I definitely want to move basically into the same space as Amber. So, no. You know what? I'm just gonna cast Sacred Flame on this homie from right here. That
Okay.
homie.
That is a save on my part.
Yes, a Dexterity saving throw.
He got a 19 on the die.
Well, what the heck? I'm just gonna stop using spells with saving throws. Because he definitely patched that one. Right, then I guess I'm gonna move and take the opportunity to try and grab my weapon.
You can grab your weapon.
Cool.
All right. This guy, he's currently pinned by you, May. But that doesn't mean he can't try and hit you.
Headbutt me?
He's gonna try and hit you with his head and flail around and hit you.
Hey, give him a smooch.
Hated. He.
He got a 10. And his second attack is an 11.
Hard pass, buddy.
He's trying to hit you, but he can't. Ember, you're up.
All right. I'm gonna attack this guy.
Okay.
Me. Tickle fight. Hey.
16.
That'll hit.
Going to again use one of my thingies to try and.
Disarm him.
All right. All right, that's 15 damage.
Okay.
Save.
He got low, very low. He failed.
All right, drop that mace, bitch. And then I'm gonna use my attacking again. I'm gonna do second wind to get some health points back.
Okay.
Man, is that your
Because-
cat typing those zeros?
She's speaking binary.
She's like rolling just onto the 0.
So Ember, you kind of hit the mace with your sword, and the mace has like those like weird metal, almost like spikes at the end to kind of give it something like the ball at the end, and you catch it with your sword, and then you just kind of twist your sword, and it comes out of his hands and clatters to the ground. And while he's kind of stunned from this, you take a second, breathe a little bit, kind of shake off some of the pain you feel from some of the hits they got in, and you're ready to go again.
And I got added 11, so just so you know.
Cool.
I don't know if you're keeping track of whether I'm dying or not.
I do not keep track of your guys' health. It is your prerogative. I trust you.
You keep track of your death.
I mean, okay. Well, the rest of y'all, I'm good.
Rinlin, you're on top of a dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna beat the shit. I would like to beat the shit out of him, please.
Okay.
This is not a position that I enjoy.
You have advantage automatically.
Pinning him, does she auto crit?
Oh yeah, it has an auto crit because he's grappled.
For this, because you have him pinned, I'll give you the auto crit. Why not? That's fine.
Hella.
Crit.
So do I even need a roll?
If you hit, it's
Your
auto crit
damage.
Okay, yeah.
So you still have to
But
make
with
that hit.
advantage.
Yeah.
Did you crit anyways? Yeah, okay.
Double crit.
Does it count as a double crit or is it just one crit? Can you stack crits?
Double rainbow all across the sky.
All right. So normally, because you're hitting with a bar, I'd say it does a d6 plus your strength. The auto crit would make it do 2d6 plus your strength, and then the crit on top of that, I'll make it do 3d6 plus your strength.
So 3d6 plus strength
Yeah. It's
for
like
a
you have
fucking
your maul.
mithril bar.
His head is gonna become a metal bar.
Are you? Yeah.
His head's beginning to come red.
So
Sorry.
gross.
A 5, 6, and a 4, by the way.
15.
What's your strength?
18, I think. Oh, raging 20.
Ooh, yeah, it's a 20. With a bar of mithril.
You're gonna be so gross, Renlin.
Oh my god. I hope Soul uses that particular bar to make his hammer.
You bring the mithril bar like down onto this guy's face.
Mhm.
He's not dead, but you break his nose.
He wishes he was.
He has a flat face at this point.
You thought he was ugly before.
Boy.
Let me tell you. He is not feeling it. You just like pummel him in the face with a
He is
mithril
feeling
bar.
it.
He's feeling it a lot. Yeah, I was mistaken in that statement.
And then I scream give up at him.
Okay.
Like in full-on barbarian, blood-covered.
Give up.
Just give up already! prepared to do it again.
Kalian, you're up.
Alright, we're gonna roll over here.
Rolling.
Does that give me advantage again, Joe?
Sure does.
Alright, we're gonna booming blade him again. Oh god. 12 hit?
Yes, actually.
Oh, goody. Squeak to you too, ma'am.
6 damage. Minimum
6.
damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Real exciting. And then I'm going to bonus action disengage
Mhm.
and just pop over here and wave at him.
Okay.
And that's it for me.
This guy is without a weapon. He's also kind of hurt. He's gonna disengage and start running away.
See ya.
Sorry, you threaten children. Everyone here's gotta die.
A tone. This guy is going to try and hit you again. 14
Nah,
and a 10.
miss.
The 14 hit, you said?
Yeah, 14's a match.
5 bludgeoning damage.
And I just barely made my save. I rolled exactly a.
Ooh. This guy, however, is not disarmed. So he's going to stay and he's going to try and hit Ember twice since the little elf guy rolled.
You said 5 damage?
Yeah. So that is a 13 against you, Ember. And a 7. Both miss?
Yeah.
All right. Tone, you're up.
Swipe at this guy again. Let's see. I rolled a 14. That's an 18.
That'll hit.
And he take 8 to 10 more.
That's enough. You jab your shadowy blade into his chest. This time, it doesn't leave any marks, and you just see him just kind of act like he's been stabbed, and then he just crumples to the ground, not moving. Soul, you're up.
All right. I've got another. Cool. I'm going to use my next second level spell to cast Guiding Bolt as a second level spell.
You're a
Okay.
beautiful human being.
Are you going to target the gentleman who's close to you? Or are
No,
you
I'm
going to
targeting
shoot
That guy.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and
I got
roll
a-
to attack.
I got 120-foot range on that thing.
Oh,
I'm
wait.
using it.
No, never mind. I wouldn't know who's running over me.
All right, so that is a 18.
That'll hit.
Sweet. I'm
It's
doing
gonna
good.
Hurt. The spell is so powerful.
All right, so that is 6 plus 5 plus 11. No, sorry. plus 6. So 11, 17.
That's pretty funny. Because he had taken 15 damage, and he has 32 life, so...
Convenient is the word.
Convenient.
Holding your shield, it begins glowing, and then you do kind of like a punch outwards with it, and this blue, like, bright blue energy kind of flies towards him, and mid-air it kind of turns into like a small little dragon shape, and it just strikes him and bursts, and the guy falls down dead.
You know me so well.
Vangle, man. Vangle. Does that complete your turn?
Then I'm going to, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. I will, move myself behind here, so when Ember attacks, she gets advantage.
Okay. The guy who is currently pinned down by Rinlin stops struggling and says, "Okay, I surrender. Don't kill me." Only Atone and Rinlin are in the room to hear that. Ember, your turn.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure Atone has a
Alright.
very high opinion of Rinlin and would be quight shocked if she just randomly killed somebody.
Oh.
See, here's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
I am a good character. I'm also afraid of Rinlin. So
I am solid chaotic neutral.
All right. Well, in the meantime, while Renlin weighs her options, repentance.
Pretty sure the options weigh as much as a mithril bar.
Yeah, I'm like weighing my like.
Yeah, that's heavy enough.
Crank.
All right. So I'm gonna attack the guy. I get advantage, which is good because that's the first crit fail that I've rolled all night. That one was a 13.
13 hits. These guys have very little AC.
Hello, darling.
They're just some thugs.
8 plus.
Oh, shut up.
Then so 12 damage. Then I'm gonna hit him again, and I'm gonna use another one of my little things to try and see if I can make him drop his mace too.
Okay.
All right. First hit. That one is a 16.
Hits. Or is that damage?
To roll to see whether I hit him.
Yeah, that hits.
Gets 2 of the thingies. $15 damage.
15 damage. So he would roll to drop his weapon, but he's gonna drop it anyway because you just jab both your swords through his chest. You disarm him, he drops his weapon, but then he drops to the ground himself as well.
That.
Rinlin, your turn.
I would like to hit him hard enough to knock him out, but not enough to kill him.
Okay.
Sadly.
At this point, I'm going to say, because of the precarious position he's in, you are easily able to just conk him on the head hard enough where he goes unconscious.
Oh.
Not even gonna make you roll for it. And yeah, that's it. You guys are victorious. And he goes unconscious. Atone, you're standing there. You watch Rinlin conk this guy out. Soul, Killian, and Ember, you guys are in the bar standing over the bodies of these 4 guys. And you see from behind the bar, the bartender kind of peeks up. He looks a little scared, shaking, and he has both his hands in the air. And he says, "Don't hurt me, please."
You're fine.
I want to yell to Kalian, send a message to the blacksmith, tell him to come to the hippo. The smiling hippo or what? I don't fucking.
The long
The long hippo. The rusty hippo. I don't know.
The long rusty hippo.
The long rusty smiling hippo.
The long rusty smiling tetanus-filled hippo.
But yeah, tell him to call the blacksmith to the long hippo.
Call the blacksmith.
Joe, is the blacksmith within 120 feet?
No.
All right. I try. And
I
I'm
don't know
like,
how your spells work.
he's out of range.
Then
Well, yeah,
send
yeah,
a
that's right.
blue wind message.
Oh, well, that costs money.
Just go outside, find an orphan, and tell him to go get the blacksmith.
But what if there's more downstairs? I got hit in the shoulder with a mace. It could be broken for all we know.
Oh my god.
I go up to the bartender and I'm like, "Can you send a message to the blacksmith?"
That's not descriptive at all.
Which one?
Describe him.
Tall, I'm like, he's tall, kind of angry.
He
has
carries a
hat.
hammer. He wears
He
an
has an
apron. Works in a forge.
He's mithril. I don't fucking know.
I'll see what I can do.
Do we know enough of what he looks like to give them
know
a...
the blacksmith.
Yeah, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you give it to him. And he runs off. And as you guys are kind of recovering, breathing, looking around this bar that you guys kind of stormed in and wrecked house in, we are actually going to end tonight's session there. I will leave this map up and you guys will be able to explore what else this place holds next time.
Can I just
So-
say that I pick up my 80 gold again?
Yes. You can
Okay.
pick up your 80 gold. This has been another episode of Stop, Drop, and Roll for all of those of you watching. I'm Joe. With me was Tiffany, May, Kyle, Mario, and David. We stream every week. We should be back on course for a little while at least. Maybe 4th of July going to throw anyone off next week, or are you guys all going to be around the day after?
I'm good.
I'll be
Out
good.
here.
I won't be too hungover.
All right. Yep, we're streaming
Not
on
by
the
7
5th.
o'clock.
Feel free to join our Discord. You can go to starcultstudios.com to learn more about the setting we're playing in. And you can, if you're new to this stream and this story and you want to catch up, all the episodes are current on YouTube. This one's going to go up as well. Some of the other games that we're currently playing, such as Ladies of Vathis, as well as Keymasters, should be up to date within the next couple of days. You can also watch some VODs on here, especially for Ladies of Vathis, since that one was just a couple days ago. Definitely check it out. We got a bunch of games going. It's a lot of fun. Join our Discord. We're trying to plan some Discord game nights. Yeah, that's all I got. We should be around Saturday for Keymasters. That's the plan. New streaming location, so we'll be in a new place. And yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Bye
Bye,
everyone.
Internet.
Bye.